Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How are we doing today? Hi, Nina. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Natalia. Shy Shadow. Hello, Mad Funeral. Ariel. Courtney. Aries. Jasmine. Hello. Hi, Kitty. How are we doing? Okay, here's the thing. I didn't even listen. I'm trying to be chill, but your girl is how does one say? There's a lot of adrenaline I feel going through my body at the moment, right? How's everyone doing? Hi, Adriana. Hello, hello. I guess we can talk about regular stuff too. Listen, we're going to be talking about the update news and the roadmap and all the things. I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking about it all stream. We can figure out if we want to read the blog post together and the interview. I'm cool with that if you all want to do that. I did look at them previously. I saw them yesterday, but if we want to go over it together, that's cool. At the very least, we'll look at the roadmap, but let me know what we're feeling. Hi, Jane. Hi, Deja. Hi, Candace, Casey, Magister. Hello, hello. Hi, Yana and Amelia. Hello, hello. While we're all trickling in and saying, hey, I am going to finish this Remy quest that I picked up this morning and did not do. Actually, I don't even know if Stitch is going to be around. He doesn't live here. Oh, there you are, buddy. Nope, not you. That's a house. How did everyone do on Dream Snaps this week? Adriana, I know. We knew this day would come. We manifested this together as a community. I'm convinced. We should go over it. Okay, we'll go over it. We'll wrap up this stuff and then we'll pull it up. I did have it pulled up a while because I was like, maybe we'll want to read it together, even though I'm sure everybody's seen it already. If you're unaware, a blog post was shared yesterday on Dreamlight Valley's website, and they posted a link to socials and all that stuff. Essentially, there's a new roadmap for the rest of the year, and there's some information about kind of what we can expect to be coming in various updates and fixes. Not as much as the blog post would lead you to believe. I will say that there were a lot of words for not a lot of information. But some of the stuff that we did here is so exciting. In addition to the... Wait, do I need to go talk to Remy now, I think? I hope you liked that, Stitch. I did not listen to what you were saying, but that's fine. And in addition to that blog post on the Dreamlight Valley website, the, I believe, creative director of the game, but we'll see when we look at it, someone from Gameloft working on Dreamlight Valley did an interview with Polygon talking a little bit more about what's going to be going on, specifically with the next update, the Tiana update. 4K, amazing, amazing, fabulous. I finally got 4K again this week. I feel like I'd been in a 1.5K slump. So I'm really happy with the 4K. Oh, we also have to look at what's in the premium shop. Listen, it's a Wednesday, which is enough. But in addition to it being a Wednesday, it's also like news week. So there's just so much going on. But yes, definitely let me know all of your thoughts and opinions. Let me know how you did on Dream Snaps. Let me know how you did on, or what you think about the premium shop. I think I'm going to pull that up first because we're going to be looking at the blog post for a while. So let me just let us look at the premium shop item. One item. And let's look at the new Dream Snap theme. And then I'll pull the blog post up. Also, fair warning, when the blog post is up, you're just going to be listening to my voice with no background music. Sorry in advance. Just is what it is. But we're going to have so much fun looking at the new stuff that I don't think anyone's going to care. You're also doing a Remy quest right now. Nice. Got 1,200, which is your second highest amount of moonstones. Congratulations. That's fabulous. Okay. Can I get all of these? Last one? Yes. Okay. Amazing. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. What did we get from this? Oh, also I'm wearing my Tiana and Naveen shirt in honor of, you know, Tiana. So I was very thrilled to put that on. But without further ado, in the premium shop this week, we have the Mulan-inspired Chinese garden. This is essentially a set of walls. We have this open rounded archway that's quite pretty. We have a wall, a corner piece, and an end piece here. This is the only straight up new item. But we also have Carl's house returning. This is so cool. When you're away from the house, if you haven't seen this before, when you step away from the house, it floats up into the air like the balloons are having it hover and levitate and stuff. Very cute. And then as you walk back up to the house, it comes back down so you can go into it. It's fabulous. We have this Figment topiary, which I believe was from the Disney Park Star Path. It should tell us in a minute. Or it might have just been in the premium shop around that time. Does anyone remember? No, it was from the Disney Park Star Path. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It's a nice topiary. The only thing is that I feel like whenever I use this, I have a really hard time making it line up with things. I think it's an odd number of squares, which makes it really difficult to make it symmetrical with stuff. We have the Finding Nemo inspired outfit set. These were from the Wonder of Pixar Star Path. I'm not wearing the best hairstyle for this because I think they have cute little Finding Dory decals on the back of it. Like this one has Hank, I think. Is Hank the name of the octopus? And this one is meant to be, oh, what's her name? I don't remember. I've only seen Finding Dory once and it was quite a long time ago, but it's like the little whale that hangs out with Dory. And then there's an eyeliner, not eyeliner, like eyeshadow here and a face paint here as well. We have Mike and Sully's apartment. Love this house. We have this sweetheart basket. Listen, I feel like everybody trash talks this basket. I think it's real cute. Like, yeah, you can't use it in Dream Snaps, but I don't know. It's cute. And then Summer Vacation Scrooge is on sale for 20% off, this dream style. And the blue whimsical companion pack number 2 that has the bird, the turtle, the rabbit, and the fox is on sale for 20% off. If you remember when these first came out or you've seen them since then, they split the types of critters up in half. So there's the companion pack 1 and companion pack 2. There's a blue set and a pink set, and it's all quite a lot. You love the news for the PlayStation players. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about it. Premium shop was very repetitive. Got Summer Scrooge since the Dream style was discounted. Oh, nice. Do I think Jasmine and Aladdin will come? We'll talk about it, but I don't think they'll come this year. Which is disappointing because originally I did think they would come this year. And then this week's Dream Snap theme is Picnic Day. It's an outfit challenge. Summer is here. It's time to head out into the sun and have a picnic with some Valley pals. Create an outfit for this fun event in the sun. Well, it's the sun in the Northern Hemisphere. If anybody lives in the Southern Hemisphere, I'm jealous of you. I wish it were not summer here. You were so happy when you saw the Figment topiary was in the shop. Oh, nice. Not house. What am I doing? I'm looking for the walls so we can look at these. I don't imagine that I'll really use these very much. Oh, look what I finally got in Scrooge's shop. I got the giant tent. So that was cool. This was a couple days ago. Oh, wait. Whoa, that's so cool. The flag on the top of it stays moving in the direction of the wind. Okay, that makes me think that it's intentional. Wait, yeah, that makes me think that it's intentional that the kites only go in one direction. Because the flag always stays facing that way. Interesting. And then today I just got this training pole thing, which is pretty fun. Yeah, I can pull the companions out in a second. So we have this wall set here. I'm just gonna make a shape. And that's not, girl. Anyway. Sometimes I do things and I'm like, now why was that the move? Like, I'm so curious. Okay. I don't know how much I'm going to be using this. I think it's really nice, but it's so tall. Also, it feels like it takes up a lot of space. But it is really nice. It slots together absolutely seamlessly. Well, up at the roof a little bit, you can see. That's super nitpicky. I don't care. I would never see that. But along the wall where I think it mostly counts. I guess the Forgotten Lands isn't the best place for this because it's dark, but I'm sorry. The rest of my valley is full. It looks really nice. I like it. What was I going to say? The only thing I kind of wish is I wish they had given us a version of the wall, like a blank middle wall piece that was half the size of this. I think that would give us more customizability instead of the only connecting wall piece being this long, you know? It's my only like real complaint. The rest of it is just like what the object is, and for what it is, I think it's really nice. I think it's nice. Okay. Oh. Let me pop down into someplace brighter and I can pull out those companions. You can hear Mulan singing Reflection, seeing those. Oh my goodness. That'll be fabulous. Does Mulan hum that at all? I think I heard her humming a song at some point, but it wasn't that. Hi, Mia. Hello, hello. Okay, companions. I haven't pulled these out in a long time. I don't remember which ones are in the shop, so I'm just going to pull all of them out. I'm really sorry. But not all of these are going to come in the set. But we have cute little crocodile. We have the fox. And they put off this like blue and pink magical fog stuff. We have the bunny. We have the raccoon. We have the raven. And the bird. And the turtle. I might run around with the turtle for a minute. You have heard Mulan hum it in game. I wonder if she doesn't do it in mine because I have streamer mode on. But yeah, they're just like little blue glowing boys. There's not a whole lot of detail on them, honestly. They're pretty like flat and just glowing. But if that's your thing, they're kind of cute. The eyes are a little cursed, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. Anything else we need to do before we pull up the blog post and stuff? Let me take a sip of my coffee, even though caffeine is the last thing I need right now. I think that's pretty much it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just plotting. Plotting. Okay. Window. Where did I put this? Oh, there it is. We're going to look at the blog post first. I might be able to put this music on just for like, it'll play like one time in the background really quietly, but just so there's a little bit of noise or something. Okay. Hello, hello, welcome in. Happy reset day. Hello, hello. Okay. So we're going to read this whole thing. I think I'm mostly certain I linked this and the Polygon interview. I had to take off my headphones because I can't listen to the music and talk at the same time. I linked this and the Polygon interview in the description box in case anybody hasn't looked at them yet or wants to refer to them. Oops, I'm so sorry. This is the Valley vignette. What's next for Disney Dreamlight Valley? And it says, welcome Valley Villagers. I'm Joshua LaBelle, the creative director of Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm delighted to celebrate almost 2 years of living magically with you and to talk about some of what the future has in store for the Valley. Thank you for 2 years of living magically. I'll probably read this and talk about it simultaneously, just so everyone's aware. Also, I'm overall excited about everything, but I would say mostly I have fairly nuanced opinions, which I think is fair. So it'll be some positives and some kind of like critiques probably. Just to give everyone a heads up. This is cute though. I do like that they made this. I will never look at this or use this again, but I think it's cute that they made a little graphic with all of the key art from all of the past updates. You just got Daisy, congratulations. Can't wait for the day you can play on both your PS5 and PC. I know, hopefully soon, right? So since we launched Disney Dreamlight Valley, we have added a ton of exciting content for you to enjoy. In 2024 so far, we've introduced 2 free realms and 5 new free characters, alongside an expansion pass that added even more characters, quests, furniture, and clothing. We've also made highly requested improvements to Scrooge McDuck's store, furniture mode, and Dream Snaps. Today, we'll unveil a bit more of what 2024 has in store while reaffirming our dedication to listening to your feedback and making continual improvements to the game. You're here for commentary as I go. Yeah, if I try to keep it till the end, I won't remember any of it, honestly. So there's not much here. However, I think seeing 2 free realms and 5 new free characters was interesting, because I think we get updates pretty frequently, right? Well, I would consider it pretty frequently. I'm sure a lot of people would like to get updates more frequently. That would be nice, but I think the timing is like fair and fine. But seeing it bundled here, like, okay, so far in the 8 months, we've had 2 realms and 5 free characters was a really interesting thing to see. And it's something that I will have more thoughts about later on in this blog post that we'll talk about. The end of one roadmap is just the start of another. First hinted at in our last roadmap, we're so excited to bring Tiana to the Valley in our next free content update this August, alongside Tiana's Palace, new outdoor decor, and a star path that will bring a touch of 1920s class to your village. Alongside the addition of Tiana, our expansion pass, Disney Dreamlight Valley: A Rift in Time, will also come to an epic close as part of this next update. You'll venture deep into Jafar's palace to put a stop to his schemes, alongside a few more exciting surprises. We'll have more to share about this exciting update in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. As we approach the end of our current roadmap, we know you're eager to hear more about the future of the game. We invite you to check out our roadmap for the rest of 2024 below, and this is the good stuff. Now, I think, sorry, anyway, it's fine. OBS, but it's cropped in a way that I think you can see all of this. So this is our content roadmap for the last part of the year. And we have this month in August, we're going to be getting Tiana. Tiana joins the Valley, bringing new culinary delights. In October, we're getting a return to the Lion King realm to meet Timon and Pumbaa. In late 2024, it says stitch a new mystery together and seems to imply that we're getting Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. And then with the August update that's bringing Tiana for free, if you already have the Rift in Time expansion, you'll also be getting the last update of the Rift in Time DLC, which says here, foil Jafar's schemes and fix the Rift in Time. Jafar looking pretty ominous. And then, listen, one thing about me, I love a showcase. This looks like it's going to be in November, a showcase stream. Tune in for plenty more announcements coming later this year. Seeing it quantified as a new player made you wonder if that's the norm or if he was implying that it's actually very generous. So it seems pretty comparable to last year. The 2 realms and 5 characters in the first half of the year, but we can talk about that a little bit as well. I'll probably do that a little bit later, or maybe right after we look at this roadmap, but we'll talk about this first. What do I have to say about this? I think Tiana looks fabulous. I think she looks beautiful. I was worried, and I don't know whether I was worried because we just didn't see her model on the last roadmap, or if I was worried because it's my girl Tiana, and I feel like they did her a little bit dirty and Ralph breaks the internet, but I wanted her to look glorious, and I think she looks really good. The only thing I will say is someone commented on one of my community posts saying that her arms looked kind of weird like Belle did, and her arm is giving a tiny little bit weird, but I think it's probably just a pose. Overall, I think she looks fabulous. I think the dress is cute. I think her little tiara is adorable, and I'm super curious about the building in the background. I wonder if that's going to be her house or Tiana's palace. I think it has to be her house, right? What am I excited for next update apart from the new characters? I'll probably wait to answer that until, until we've gone through all of this, because we're going to get into some more details about what's coming. You're so excited for the showcase. It'll be your first time. Oh, amazing. Hi, Lucy. Hello. You wonder if we'll get rewards in the showcase stream, because you're pretty sure on the last one we did. We did. Love her look. Love her palace. Seems like they're giving her the entrance she deserves. The building is Tiana's palace from Disneyland, you think? Oh, okay. I've not seen Tiana's palace in Disneyland. Well, I might have seen a picture or something at one point, but I don't remember it. But that's interesting. It looks cute, though. I do imagine she's going to have her own house and a restaurant, but I'm not sure. I would hope so. What else do I have to say about this? A 1920s inspired, or a star path with 1920s inspired items, I think is kind of fun. It does give me the impression that it'll be mostly a like Princess and the Frog vibe, much like this star path was mostly like Mulan vibes, you know? So I'm excited about that. I am definitely excited about the expansion conclusion. One thing I need is more Atlantis lore, because how can you give us what you gave us in Act 2 of the expansion? You all know what I'm talking about. How can you give us that and not elaborate? That's what I don't know. You're so excited for Tiana. Such a shame they probably won't bring in Prince Naveen or, oh, yeah. No, I don't think they will, or Dr. Facilier, at least not now. But I could see them coming in a realm in the future. I think they might. Tiana's arriving for your birthday. Amazing. You can put objects through the new Tiana walls. Interesting. Imagine if the frog comes to... Wait, what frog? Listen, Tiana in my brain is not coming as a frog. And we riot if Tiana comes as a frog. Peacefully and respectfully riot. You need a flapper dress? Oh my goodness, yes. She should get a house and a restaurant. I think that would be nice. Hi, Stacy. Hello. You could spend all your money for Atlantis characters. Same. Wait, no, they have to bring them, though. Magister, don't say that. They have to bring them. They have to. Which decade is 101 Dalmatians from? Oh, like the time period in the movie? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, we can't have the frog. I'm not going to pop on that soapbox right now because I don't like it up there, but, but no, we're team no frog on this channel. October 2024. So this is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. We are returning to the Lion King realm and we're bringing Timon and Pumbaa back. So multiple things about this. We've known we're getting Timon and Pumbaa. This is just going to be a talking stream. It's fine. We will do some decorating towards the end, but there's a lot to talk about. We've known we're getting Timon and Pumbaa for ages and eternities because they were in like some of the earliest trailers. So that's not a surprise. We kind of knew something's up with the Lion King realm because if you have the expansion and you go time bending in the realms, I think this happens to pretty much everyone. It happens to me all the time. It will have me trying to time bend into the wall of like a rock wall. So I think that's where it's going to open up and we're going to be finding Timon and Pumbaa. This they'll talk about a little bit later, but I think it's really interesting that they're not giving us a new realm at all in the next half of the year. Like we're just going back to a previous realm. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. We'll talk about it a little bit when they kind of go over that detail. But also I'm not super thrilled with the timing of Timon and Pumbaa because this is going to be our third Lion King update and no other IPs have had more than one update. And it just feels like a lot of Lion King content in a short period of time. So I personally would have preferred if this was later, like next year or something. I will have a blast with Timon and Pumbaa. I'll be excited to explore the new realm, but that's not my favorite. And then late 2024, we're getting Sally. I'm not surprised at all. I kind of imagined that they would do this. I was hoping we would get something different. Kind of same thing as with Timon and Pumbaa. Like we had a Nightmare Before Christmas character come last holiday season. So this holiday season, it would have been nice to switch it up. But I think Sally's cute and that'll be a lot of fun. And seeing her interactions with Jack, I think will be a lot of fun. Hi, Lauren and Wolfie. Hello. You're so excited about the roadmap and your best stream snaps to date. Amazing. Used to happen to you too. Nice. Yeah. So excited for Sally and the new furniture and the pic looks awesome. Is this desk the only new thing? Or maybe this window as well? And does anyone have any theories about this book in the showcase stream thing? You wonder what the book is from? Also, hi, Suro. How are you? I don't know this book. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. This book could be walking down the street and I wouldn't know a thing. But last year when we had our like end of the year panel in the roadmap, it showed an hourglass, which was a hint at the new tool that we were getting in the DLC. So I wonder if this book is meant to be a hint at the new tool that we could be getting or some new kind of mechanic with the new DLC. That would be my guess. Looks like Sword in the Stone with a perch for Archimedes. I could kind of see that. I don't really get Hocus Pocus vibes, but that would be cool. Giving Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, it's giving like generic fairy tale, but it doesn't look straight out of anything to me. It looks like Snow White's book. Yeah, like the vibes of it very much give old Disney animated movies that had the book flip through at the beginning or something. But I don't think this stand. I might have to go back and watch Sword in the Stone again because it's been a while. But I don't think the whole setup really screams anything specific to me. Since they said the update would be smaller in scope, you think they chose them since it wouldn't be much more new work for them and they could focus on bugs. Yeah, I do get it. Like, I understand kind of what they're going for, and they're going to talk about that in the next paragraph or two. If it was Hocus Pocus, you would think they would have the eyeball. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably a little less a reference to a specific character or movie and a little bit more a reference to something to do with mechanics of the new DLC. That would be my guess. But then what could it be? You know, I'll have to think. So then they talk about, the October update. Our October update will be smaller in scope and shorter with a focus on fixes and quality of life improvements to make your game experience smoother and more enjoyable as we ramp up a bigger update later in the year. But wait, that actually is very curious. As we ramp up to a bigger update later in the year, makes me wonder what's going to be going on with that late 2024 update. But that doesn't mean the update won't have some exciting surprises and new content as well. We're excited to announce that this update will also bring a beloved duo to the game, Timon and Pumbaa from Disney's The Lion King. Return to the Lion King realm to find new surprises and bring the pair back to your village. With a little aid from the Forgotten, you'll help Timon and Pumbaa face down an invasion of night mites, a nasty new problem connected to night thorns and the forgetting. Later in the year, we'll bring you another exciting showcase where we'll reveal some big surprises still to come in 2024. Hopefully, the teaser and the roadmap will tide you over alongside information about our 2025 roadmap. So yeah, I think it's definitely having to do with another DLC, and I think we'll probably get another DLC in December with the last update, probably. Is that what everyone's thinking? That was kind of my guess, pretty much as soon as we got the roadmap for the last DLC. I think that's probably going to be the plan. Hi, Tangled. Hello, hello. At least Sally is free so people won't have to pay to see her and Jack together. That's true. You're hoping Fairy Godmother would be the Merlin for the next DLC. Oh, like she could be the person we go to more. That'd be pretty fun. Oh, you know what I will say though? Interestingly, or perhaps not interestingly, you know what we don't see on here, or spoiler alert, hear anything about anywhere? I don't think. I've only read this once, to be fair. I don't think we see or hear anything about Skull Rock. You know? I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, or just wait until I prove myself wrong by reading it later, but I feel like I had my good glasses on. I had my good glasses on looking for anything about Skull Rock, and I just didn't see it. So we'll see. You're hoping this means we'll be getting more lore and progression with the Forgotten and the Forgetting. One can hope. One can dream. You didn't notice anything about Skull Rock. I didn't think so. You were also wearing your good glasses. I said, yeah, I need to really be able to see for this one. They might in the showcase stream. Maybe that's going to be a 2025 thing. Hi, Nick. Hello. Then we go into a section here about our commitments to you about the future of the game. Without spoiling too much about the future, we wanted to outline a few commitments we plan to keep to you, our players, moving forward. A valley that evolves around you. Last year, we promised to keep delivering free content updates that add new characters, realms, clothing, furniture, and more surprises. That promise is as important today as it was then, especially when we look at new villagers. Recent surveys have played an important role by providing us insight into what you'd like to see in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and 2025 is already shaping up to be a year full of exciting surprises. Between the current roadmap and the surprises still to come in our showcase, there's a lot to be excited about as Disney Dreamlight Valley continues to grow. Cool. Not really anything there. Like, it's nothing that they don't say all the time. You're praying that they let us move the ugly treehouse. I am a treehouse apologist, but I do want to be able to move it. Could it be a storybook about Peter Pan? I don't know. I have no idea. Hi, Mia. We've spent the last half hour mostly going over the first half of this blog post. So if you haven't checked out this blog post where the roadmap was initially posted, and it has a lot of text about kind of what's going on with Dreamlight Valley in the next few months, I am so certain, being like 80%, that I had the link in the description box of this live. So it's there. Using your feedback to constantly improve. Beyond growing the game with new content, we're also focused on listening to your hopes and dreams about existing features and how they can be improved. From decorating to organizing your wardrobe and furniture to improving photo mode, we're going to dedicate more time in the next year to making the features you know and love even better. We love to see that. I feel like decorating and photo mode are like probably the two biggest things that people use in Dreamlight Valley. Definitely let me know if you disagree, but I feel like most people log on to do dream snaps and they decorate their valley, and that's what takes up most people's hours in the game. So it's nice that they're going to work on improving it. Scrooge McDuck's store is a great example of this commitment. We have heard so much about the importance of this feature to your daily routines. We have improved the algorithm and layout to help you see more unique furniture while also providing more items in the store with recent updates. We're excited to continue providing improvements and new items, perhaps even some new clothing to the store in future updates. New clothing is dramatically overdue, so very happy about that. Nothing super specific here. It's mostly just talking about how they've done things that the community wanted in the past. For the rest of 2024, we will have a strong focus on delivering more highly requested improvements like this. And this It's a search bar. When I say I looked at this for ages and eternities and I couldn't tell what it was, I was like, what does that say? What does that say? And then I was like, oh, wait. And this is fabulous. It's interesting that it's under filters because you have to do a couple clicks to get there first. I think it would be nice if it was just at the top of the furniture menu, like on the opening page. But listen, we will take what we can get. I do love the search bar. I will utilize that to high heaven. And it seems like it's getting added possibly to the wardrobe and the furniture menu. Marlu, been watching the video for months now. Oh my goodness. Welcome into the live. Thank you for being here. Also, hi Kitty. Hello, hello. Welcome in. You wish the search bar works not only for furniture or wardrobe, but also for recipes. Maybe that's something they'll add in the future. I could see that. Especially if they've already added it into this menu. It's probably, well, again, I don't develop games, so I don't know for sure. But I would imagine it wouldn't be that difficult to take that and then apply it to the cooking menu. So hopefully. Search bar, I know. You're about to say got ignored. No, I'm just reading and I'm bad at multitasking. In a perfect world, we would get a new collection of clothes at Scrooge's every update. That's true. But starting with at least some new clothes, I'll take it. Because I feel like we haven't had more than 3 new clothing items in Scrooge's store since like the first update. I was so not expecting a search bar that I didn't recognize the one. I know, I was like, they wouldn't do that. So what could it be? What else does it say? For instance, look out for big improvements to our furniture and wardrobe menus in our next update. The update will include some of our most highly requested features to help you better sort through and manage your items. Yeah. We've also heard that your valleys are getting, oh, this was interesting. We've also heard that your valleys are getting a little crowded. We're working on new free features that will help give you much more space and freedom to decorate. Now, I haven't really looked at anybody going through this yet, so I don't know what the common theories are. I interpreted this as being possibly a hint towards being able to hide villagers' houses. I could see people interpreting this as a clue about our valley being expanded in a free update. I don't necessarily see that as much, but what does everybody else think? Hopefully we get some more good Scrooge items like the last update. I will say it hasn't been like dozens of items, but I feel like the past handful of updates, we have been getting a fair number of new furniture items that were really nice. Thank you for the sip reminder, Kitty. I do have coffee again today. You think it's item limit? It could be. I feel like they would probably mention that, like they mentioned some of the PlayStation stuff later, especially since it's only a couple of platforms that don't have it. The increased item limit. Most, like, famously the Switch. You think they'll let us turn off the night thorns and sticks in villager houses? Ooh, I don't know about the, like, night thorns and stuff. You think hiding houses or moving fixed items like pawns? That would be interesting. Not head empty, no thoughts. You thought new biome. I don't know. It could be, but it just doesn't really... I don't know. Free features, specifically this combo of words, doesn't really feel like biome to me. And more space and freedom, this phrase makes me feel a little bit more like working with what you've got and less like have this new biome. Do I think that would be fabulous? Yes, especially if we expanded north of the Forgotten Lands, because what is that? But I don't really get that vibe. But this is one of those things that I would be so happy to be wrong about. A lot of people think it's going to be Valley presets. That would be amazing. I feel like That's something that I would never expect them to do, but if they did, I would love it. Like, I know we've talked about it a lot on the channel, but it's something that always feels like a bit of a pipe dream. Let's see. Ability to add, remove pawns. That would be cool. Hi, Zaya. Hello, hello. Welcome in. You heard people wanting it to mean we'll get like an empty mirror valley just for Dream Snaps decorating. I could see that being a desire. I've heard that a lot. Are they going to expand beachfront? Who knows? I'm super curious about that. I feel like this kind of stuff is possibly stuff that we're going to see in the showcase. They were very precise in the language, so you don't think it would involve any kind of valley expansions. Yeah, the language feels like... I don't want to say this in a way... I mean, I believe that y'all usually take what I say in good faith. And you know that I usually am not trying to rag on Dreamlight Valley. I love Dreamlight Valley. The language feels limiting, like... It feels like this will be great, but don't get your hopes up language. That's what it feels like to me. Features in particular jumped out to you. Yeah. Hi, Diamond Tony. Hello. You have no idea what that could mean. Maybe an ability to expand areas, like how you can do it in your house with rooms. Oh, that would be really interesting. You can't imagine it not meaning a new biome. Wait, really? That would be really cool. I don't know. But much more space. If we could hide 5 character houses, that would free up an entire biome, you know? I mean, I don't know that they would limit the number of houses that we could hide, but I'm just saying if it was about like the quantity of space, I think hiding houses would potentially give you like exponential amounts of space. Feel like increasing the size of the biomes. If anyone works in game development, let me know what you think of that. I feel like that would be a really difficult thing to do because they have the map already and everything is already touching each other and like bordering against each other. So I don't know how they would expand the map that much. Okay, let's continue on. We can also talk about this throughout, you know, the rest of stream and stuff. That was very curious to me, though. Let's see. Giving you more ways to play together or keep your cozy solo experience. Some Disney Dreamlight Valley players love adventuring to other villages, working together with friends to complete goals, and sharing their creativity with each other. Others come to the valley for a cozy solo experience. I almost read that crazy solo experience, and I was like, well, yes. Well, absolutely. No matter which way you prefer to play, we want to make you feel welcomed and rewarded as part of the community. Coming in the next update, cross-platform multiplayer will arrive for PlayStation consoles. This means PlayStation users will be able to play with friends on other platforms, visit their villages, share Touch of Magic designs, and engage in Dream Snaps challenges. So that's coming in the next update. PlayStation players will be able to do multiplayer with other platforms as well. And then it says watch out for cross-save on PlayStation, and that will be added later this year. So probably, well, not me saying probably in October or December, like we have other options anyway. In 2025, we'll be adding even more ways to play together, but don't worry, if you prefer playing solo, these new features will still support you and be just as rewarding. I feel like I saw more details about this. Maybe that was in the Polygon interview. We'll get to that. Woody and Vanellope's house would never be in your valley again. Imagine. What a dream. You're so behind on quests, you just want to be able to banish them right now. Oh my goodness. I feel like we would still have quests if we were able to, like, hide people's houses and stuff. I think we'd still probably have to pop them out every now and then. If we got a biome more, we would run out of place again in a year or two. Exactly, yeah. Removing or hiding houses seems like a more long-term solution to you. That's a really smart way to put that, too. I don't think I had thought of it specifically in that way, but that does make a lot of sense. I mean, I hadn't thought of it specifically that way, like reading this blog, but that's something that we've definitely talked about before. Like more and more characters are being added. They seem like they want to support this game for as long as possible. DMK has been going on for close to a decade. Like, I think we're going to keep getting more and more characters. And if people aren't buying the DLCs, which they shouldn't be forced to, because, you know, you should still be able to have a good experience just having the base game. People are going to have like 70 characters and just our base valley, and you need to be able to still play. So being able to put houses away feels like a really good way to keep that happening. Your solo experience can be crazy and cozy, so seems appropriate. Yes. You've seen some speculation that the area above the Forgotten Lands will be a new biome. That was like one of the first ever Dreamlight Valley theories. My first ever YouTube video talked about that. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. I feel like that always comes up. My first YouTube video, and I'm always like, please don't go look for it. I should probably just hide it. Anyway. What if they give us a possibility to make villager houses smaller instead of getting rid of them? Oh, interesting. We could have a tiny town. That could be cute. We could just, oh, what if they were all the size of the little pet houses? We could make a tiny little village. Oh my goodness. No, really don't. That wasn't a ploy to get people to watch it. It was fun at the time. None of the theories really hold any water anymore because the vast majority of it has resolved. And there was a crazy rendering issue. But anyway, baby Tink just being too excited about theorizing. Okay, in closing, it's an honor to work with the immensely talented team behind Disney Dreamlight Valley. We're not just game developers first and foremost, we're super fans of the game, the genre, and Disney. Our entire team. I'll read it. No, I'm not gonna read this. Anyway, this I appreciate you, creative director, but this is essentially just saying we love this game and we love the community and we're excited about the game, right? Anyway, we love that. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Well, yes. Okay, and then this is the Polygon interview. Beautiful artwork of Tiana, stunning even. Never mind. This down here, I was like, wait a minute. This looks like a Disney Lorcana card. Now I'm thinking about Lorcana again. What if Ariel's Island expands into a separate biome? Ooh, I would be happy for another beach biome. I really would. So this interview I also linked in the description, and it has more information. It's also with the creative director, I believe. And we're just going to pop down to the part. Yeah. Josh LaBelle. We're just going to pop down to the part where they're actually talking about the stuff. I think that's going to be the most interesting. So the question was, does Tiana's Palace function differently than Remy's? And he said, Tiana's Palace is indeed a new restaurant for the Valley, and it will share some of the same functionality that Chez Remy has, acting as a place for villagers to gather and enjoy meals served by the player. I want to shout out the artists on the team who did an amazing job bringing Tiana's Palace to life with direct inspiration from the beautiful visual style of Disney's The Princess and the Frog. What will set Tiana apart from Chez Remy is the new stall that will accompany her restaurant. At Chez Remy, players can purchase ingredients, but they've never been able to purchase full meals. Tiana will offer players a daily rotation of food, including some meals that are uniquely New Orleans inspired. With this addition, even players who don't love cooking will now be able to get the benefits of 5-star meals each day or have a chance to stock up on gifts for their villagers. And this is really interesting. So I think by stall here, it's not talking about a separate item that we place down like Mulan's stall or like Kristoff's stall. I think it's talking about how in Chez Remy behind the cooking station you go to get ingredients. I think there's going to be something like that in Tiana's Palace where you go into it and you buy meals. Is that what everyone else is feeling too? And I think that's really cool. I don't know how often I'll use that, but I could see it being super useful for people who don't have auto cookers or don't want to cook up meals for themselves for energy, but they have a lot of money. You can just go and buy the meals and that can be your energy for the day while you're running around doing valley chores. I think that's nice. Or like they said, gifts for villagers. Although, I don't know, does anybody actually gift their villagers anymore if they're not leveling them up? I know I don't, but maybe some people are nicer to their villagers. Okay, and then we have, do you have any favorite moments or interactions, even small things from the upcoming new content? Tiana is such a fun character. The team has done an amazing job creating interesting interactions between her and the rest of the villagers. I particularly love seeing Tiana trading recipes with Remy as they compare the finer points of Cajun and Parisian cuisine, clashing with Mother Gothel, of course, and sharing her culinary talents and New Orleans traditions with the Valley. Love that. Wait, what about only for the Star Path? Oh, for gifting people. I got you. Yeah, same. Meanwhile, in the conclusion of our expansion pass, Disney Dreamlight Valley: A Rift in Time, the team has done a wonderful job of creating... Wait, I'll finish this first. A wonderful job of creating Jafar's twisted version of Agrabah Palace for our players to explore, along with a few more surprises that draw on Disney history to create some special moments with a certain classic character. Now, I have questions about this. The first thing that I thought of, what's our new expansion gonna be called? I mean, there's no way to know, but seeing it spelled out here, Disney Dreamlight Valley: A Rift in Time, I'm like, I need to know the title. I need to know the title of the expansion. Still hoping to see about raising the player level cap. Oh yeah, that would be nice. 40 feels like such a random number. And then, okay, so the title was the first thing. Creating Jafar's twisted version of Agrabah Palace made me unfortunately want a puzzle castle, something akin to a Breath of the Wild shrine. Do I think we're going to get it? Not necessarily. However, the slight spoiler in the next 30 seconds for the end of Act 1 of the DLC, just to let y'all know. I'll give you like 5 seconds to mute me or something if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. The Cave of Wonders did have some cool puzzles, and I thought those were actually implemented pretty well. So I think it's possible that we could get something like that in the palace. And then the other thing that makes me super curious is it's talking about Jafar, right? And then it's talking about surprises that draw on Disney history to create some special moments with a certain classic character. What do we think this is about? Because I feel like the drawing on Disney history is such an interesting thing to say. Lucy, you said you hope it's Genie. Like, Genie is a classic Disney character, but Disney history feels like it's probably... I don't know. Do we think this is a new character? Or do we think this is going to be something to do with Oswald again? Or do we think this is going to be tying Mickey into something? Like, it's such an interesting thing to say. And I don't know what it means. Yeah, maybe they'll just revisit Oswald. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But I don't know. You said Figment, maybe? This is super curious to me. I need more information. I mean, the thing is, the update is going to be coming in the next 3 weeks, maximum. So we're going to be finding out sooner rather than later, but you would love for Charlotte to come with Tiana. I do like Charlotte. She gives strong Galinda vibes, which I'm here for. But I doubt we'll get her anytime soon. Oh, you think Cinderella or Pluto, maybe? You need Figment. I do need Figment. I think my guess is that it's probably going to have something to do with Oswald or Mickey. Those would be my 2 guesses. And we know that both of those characters are in game already, which makes the like vague certain classic character feel a little random, but I think that's them trying to just keep things mysterious. You're surprised we still don't have Cinderella. I feel like she's got to be coming in the first half of next year, right? Otherwise, what are we doing? Do I think the new DLC could be Pinocchio and the classic character would be Jiminy Cricket? Well, maybe? I don't think this DLC, like the finale to this, well, actually, now hold up. Slight spoilers for the end of the main story of the Valley. All right, we'll be talking about it for probably 30 seconds. Incoming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I was going to say I don't think the finale of this DLC is going to have anything to do with the next DLC, but here's the kicker. We have stuff about the DLC in the finale of the main Valley story, so that feels like that's not something I can even say anymore. So it's possible that at the end of this DLC, we will either meet a character or see some sort of ooh-hoo-hoo, like silhouette nonsense about the new DLC, right? Maybe, just maybe, they'll give us the Emperor from Emperor's New Groove, even though he isn't really classic. Maybe at some point. Hi, Carly. How are you? Walk with me. That's how I feel every time. I just live in the realm of conspiracy board exasperated meme. I'm always just like, but what if 2 + 2 actually equals 5? And everyone's been lying to us this whole time. That's me with all of my theories. The word draw makes you think of Oswald. Wait, where was that? Oh, that could be a bit of a pun. But draw on history is a very common phrase. Do I think there will be biome expansions? I don't. But I think that would be nice. Also, hi, Mushu Honor. Hello, hello. Asha? Oh, I don't think it'll be Asha. But, because I don't think she would be considered a classic character, unfortunately. Anyway. Would love a DLC to be called Clash of the Classics. Oh, that would be cool. Need more story about the Forgotten, for sure. You thought Jafar was going to be Act 2 of the base game. Exactly, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on. What do we have here? What have you learned about what players want out of Disney Dreamlight Valley? Has that evolved over the past 2 years? Oh, I feel like this was actually really interesting. Or maybe that was later. But anyway, we learn more about our players with every update. That direct relationship with the players and community is something I love about working on Disney Dreamlight Valley. We're continually working to improve and be more responsive to our players. In terms of big insights, this year has reaffirmed for us how important it is to commit resources to improving our existing features and making the game a smoother experience. In the coming updates, we will have a focus on quality of life improvements while addressing some of the biggest requests from players, like overhauling how our wardrobe and furniture catalogs work and making it easier to sort these items. We've also seen that players enjoy different aspects of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Some players are here to adventure with their favorite Disney characters, while others love the customization. Okay, that was not the interesting part. That's pretty much nothing. You kind of want Roger Rabbit. That would be pretty cool. Will Jafar be a villager? Well, my impression is that we'll make him a villager at the end of this next act. What was I about to say? Did it have to do with... Oh, remind me to talk about quality of life and content amounts later, okay? I'll probably remember, but quality of life and content amounts. Okay. Can you speak to the features coming in 2025 that add more ways for people to play together? Oh, this was interesting. How important has that functionality been for Dreamlight Valley players? Imagine if I just kept saying, oh, this part was interesting, and it wasn't interesting. In terms of multiplayer, we currently have 2 ways for players to play together: Valley visits and weekly Dream Snaps competition. Valley visits have been a great addition to our game for players who want to share their designs. Check out what Scrooge McDuck has in stock. Yeah. We've improved that experience since launch with the ability to do more activities in the Valley. On the other hand, Dream Snaps allows players to share and vote on pictures and weekly challenges to earn rewards. Yes. Some of these players are also a bit nervous about playing host to people in their villages. Okay. The new multiplayer features we're developing for 2025 are aimed at this kind of player, the type of player that like doesn't know a lot of people who also play the game, or the type of player who is nervous about hosting people in their villages. Offering them ways to play together and work towards goals without needing to be online at the same time and without needing to host other players in their valley. What does this mean? This almost feels like some sort of in-game community challenge. Like, remember when we had that Disney Parks challenge where we had to place a certain number of trash cans or like attractions and stuff? Do y'all remember that? We've had a couple things like that before. This is almost making me think that it's gonna be something similar to that. Like there's gonna be some type of group goal that you work towards. The melted candles in the showcase make you think of Evil Queen. Interesting. Let's see. You wonder if it just means we can like send stuff to people in the mail? Oh, that does make sense. Oh, dream address type visits. I didn't play Animal Crossing very much, but that kind of makes sense. The work towards goals is very interesting. Like play together and work towards goals. Feels like an interesting way to word like touring valleys though, right? We're reading about new multiplayer features that are coming in 2025. So they're talking about players who either like don't know a lot of people who play, or players who don't want to host people in their valley. This is the Polygon interview, yes. And it's like very interesting phrasing about new features. Sending things in the mail feels like it makes sense. I think at some point, like Dream Valley visits could be a cool thing. I know there was this whole thing happening a while back with, I don't know, like glitchy chests that people were dropping in people's valleys. So that's a big reason of why I stopped having people over to my valleys, because it makes me feel like, especially like, you know, on stream where literally anyone could pop in. Because I don't want anybody corrupting my save. Are you kidding me? So that would be nice if you could have a place that people could visit your valley, but not actually mess with your stuff. So you could send me letters. Kitty. Okay. Maybe it's like friendship goals, like sending or gifting certain items. Oh, that would be cool. Like inter-player friendship. The other thing that we've heard from players is that some of them are just not interested in multiplayer and come to our game for a cozy solo experience. I think that's totally fair, and we want to respect these players and make sure that they're comfortable with the way we integrate any new multiplayer features in the future. I like that. I'm not a huge multiplayer person in any kind of game, so that's why sometimes when games don't necessarily necessitate multiplayer, but they cater to multiplayer to the point where you're kind of penalized for not using multiplayer, I tend to not love those games as much. If you could just give stuff in the mail without a whole visit, that would be awesome. It would. Let us send furniture to each other. Let us send furniture to each other, please. You heard one time that guests trapped the host of the valley somewhere as they trash the place. That's wild. That's absolutely bizarre. I don't know how that would happen. Anyway. Oh, this was also very interesting. With respect to A Rift in Time coming to an end, what did you learn from the expansion pass and how people experience storytelling in Disney Dreamlight Valley? With Disney Dreamlight Valley: A Rift in Time, we wanted to give players an exciting side story that would bring new villagers, biomes, and optional features to the game. As we work on future content for the game, we've taken a few lessons from the expansion pass. The first is the importance of pacing. Players were excited to have so much to do and so many new quests in A Rift in Time. Unlike our base game, though, the main story asked a lot of our players in terms of the effort needed to unlock new areas, and the experience didn't always feel as satisfying as it could have. In the future, we're aiming to give players more opportunities to stop, relax, and engage with the sandbox without feeling rushed along to the next quest. We're also aiming to give even more interesting quests throughout. Here's the thing. This makes me nervous. How do I say this? Oh, how do I say this? You never can get on at a time that most people would be able to do multiplayer features, so you're glad they're not making us miss out on anything. Oh, for sure. Or maybe there will be a showcase area to show off like decorated rooms. You know, we have Dream Snaps, but you're thinking like Happy Home Academy type thing. It sounds like more time-locked quests. That's not what I'm getting from this entirely. But this, to me, feels like when we got the DLC and a lot of people had been playing the game for many moons, sometimes since the start of early access, and there was that feeling of always being like caught up, quote unquote, with the game, right? So people would finish everything that was in the game in terms of unlocking things and quest stuff and friendship stuff before the next update came out. And then we'd get an update and it was like a small amount of content. They would get through it in plenty of time for the next update, and then so and so on, you know, the cycle. This feels to me like when when some players who were in that sort of pace with Dreamlight Valley got the expansion pass, and it felt like the start of the game again, where there was just a lot of stuff to do. And a word that I saw flying around a lot was overwhelming. And I think that maybe the community managers or the devs saw that reaction of people being overwhelmed or saying they were overwhelmed, whether or not that's actually how they felt, and have decided that it was too much. So this makes me feel like we could see a dramatic cut in the story and quest content in future expansions, which makes me nervous because I liked the amount of content that there was. I'm definitely not trying to like invalidate anyone's experience if you felt overwhelmed with that content, but I think the whole point of it was supposed to be like the start of a brand new game almost. And for the amount of money that you pay, it's nice to have like, this is a brand new, you're spending a game's worth of money on the DLC. Give me a game, right? So like there was a lot of new content, but I think that was the point. And I think that there's a chance that we won't get that moving forward. That's kind of what I read into this. What you loved about the DLC is that there was so much to do. Yeah. And I think because people were in that cycle of an update dropped and it has a limited amount of content, so I can finish it quickly and then just move on with whatever else I'm doing in life. It was unexpected when the DLC dropped and it was a lot of content. And I think it was more the difference in experience, not necessarily that people didn't like having that much content. It was just like we had been so used to one thing for a while that having all of this stuff felt like, oh, well, all of the rest of the times I finished this in a day or 2 days. And now I have to like actually spend time doing this. So it feels like I'm quote unquote behind. I don't like using that word with Dreamlight Valley because I don't think it is true. But that's like this feeling that people had of being behind. And I hope that doesn't negatively affect the amount of content that we get in future updates, because overall I don't think people disliked the amount of content that we had. I feel like it was just different. Does everyone kind of get what I'm saying with that? But you don't have to rush to do everything. Exactly. I do feel that way very much. You liked that it was broken up into 3 parts. Yeah, exactly. You love Eternity Isle, but you're hoping the next DLC will return to regular, more diverse biomes. Oh, we're going to get into that a little bit more too. He's going to say more about that later on. You started like almost a year after the game had been released and felt overwhelmed because it seemed like everyone was ahead of you, but you eventually caught up and finished the quest. Yeah, and I get when you're in a community and it seems like everybody's doing stuff that you haven't gotten to yet, but it's like, I'm going to make a nerdy reference because I'm playing Baldur's Gate right now. It's like if I look at my partner who is at the very end of Baldur's Gate and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not at the very end of Baldur's Gate. I'm behind, but I'm not. It's a game that has no like time limit for me to complete the quests. I'm just not doing what he's doing right now. You know what I mean? Like the quests in Dreamlight Valley, there's no behind or ahead. It's just the game. The only thing that there is a behind or caught up with is the star path. You bought the base game and the expansion in the same day, and while it was a lot of information, you felt like you truly received the Disney experience. That's nice. You feel like the amount of content was good for the price. I agree. Could be that they're gonna eliminate the quests inside of quest format. What do you mean by that? Think the game is best played when doing a little bit of everything in small amounts instead of trying to do all of everything. Yeah, and I think when people do that, it's out of excitement. Like I do that sometimes too. I get an update and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let me just play for hours and hours and hours because I'm having a good time. But I like know that I don't have to finish it right away. You get overwhelmed from the updates and the star paths at the same time, so you hope they'll not make the story shorter in the DLCs. I hope so too. If you enjoy Tinker's TED Talk, hit the like button. Thank you. And thank you if you have liked the stream already. I appreciate it. A different stream for us. We're literally just talking, but it happens, you know? When the DLC came out, you flew through it before even the Monsters Inc. update. You played a lot at the time, but for you, it felt like it was in between having a lot to do and not enough. That makes sense. Thank you for the sip reminder. You feel like they need to cater to both sides when it comes to quests. I feel like they should err on the side of more content because the thing is that the DLC is optional. So if people feel like they don't have time to do all of that content, I don't think they should reduce the content and the value of the DLC because of that specifically. Especially because if we think about that, like, if we think about 5 years down the road, right, there are going to be potentially 5 DLCs, right? Like, I don't think they can make DLCs shorter and shorter because new players will have 5 DLCs to, quote, catch up with, you know? You can see the problem is when you want to be able to enjoy the game with others, but since you don't want to be spoiled, you feel like playing alone until you can catch up, which makes sense. But that's like just a community thing. That's the thing with everything. And I don't think you should limit content just because of that. But then again, that's not necessarily what this is saying. It's just the language is very much talking about, unlike our base game, the main story asked a lot of players, and we're aiming to give opportunities to stop and relax. But like, what does that mean? That sounds like less content, you know? Just the way that it's stated. And also, unlike our base game, though the main story asked a lot of our players, I don't think that's true. I don't feel that the main story of the expansion asked more of people. I think it was just implemented in different amounts. Does that make sense? So like, and I think especially since people were used to having everything done quickly, like I feel like the first act of the expansion felt like getting the game at the start of early access, you know? You have a map to open, you have like lots of characters to meet and become friends with, and you have an update coming in 2 months, you know? So we'll see. It's only talking about pace, so they'll chain them together. Well, we don't know. We don't really know what it means. But, I mean, I'm still excited about we don't know anything about the new DLC. It's just like sometimes the specific words that are used, or like, it's not even necessarily the specific words, it's like the tone of what's being said. And the tone of this is very much giving, we need to slow down with the expansions, not like with the timing of the expansions, but with the expansion content. And as someone who didn't feel that way and believes that a lot of people that I've spoken to don't necessarily feel that way, that just makes me wonder. But then it says, in terms of our level design, we wanted to create a unique world full of secrets to uncover. In some cases, we heard from players that the world of Eternity Isle had a few too many twists and turns, and it was difficult to navigate and customize. With future biomes, we're aiming to keep the thrill of exploration while making them simpler and easier to decorate, with better and more visible landmarks that are true to Disney stories. We also want the secrets and surprises players find to be more meaningful. I kind of like this. I don't have issues with Eternity Isle. I thought it was a really nice change of pace, but I did also find some of the areas, especially the smaller areas, to be, tricky to decorate. There were a lot of small spaces where it's like, oh, if this was open, like, I don't know, the Sunlit Plateau or something, it would be easier to decorate. So I think this is nice. That they're listening to players, and it seems like we might get a bit of a happy medium between the Valley and Eternity Isle, right? This also feels like confirmation, not that we really needed it, but it kind of feels like confirmation that we're going to be getting another world, right? Maybe they're thinking of people who played at the full release and didn't have the first updates drip fed to them. It's possible. I do know where they're coming from, and I applaud companies listening to their player base. I just think sometimes, as a very hyperbolic and melodramatic person, I think sometimes the words that I use don't always match the thing that I'm feeling. And I think sometimes that's true for other people too. And like in the excitement of stuff, people can be like, oh my goodness, this is so intimidating. I'm so overwhelmed. And overwhelmed has a negative connotation, but I don't think people always mean it that way. And I think it's hard to convey what you mean over text if you're just saying I'm overwhelmed. You know what I mean? So I would hope that like there's a full picture being taken into account here. You feel like Eternity Isle is very compartmentalized, for sure. I like the like secret areas and the exploring aspect, but I got lost for like a month straight in Eternity Isle, so if something makes a little bit more sense, I'm gonna be happy. Gonna be happy. We're definitely getting a new world, and like we knew, right? But here to have them talking about in future areas, we're gonna blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, well, now we can like know for certain. Don't want them to overcorrect. Exactly. Has to be new DLC confirmation. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I feel like we had confirmation like when we got the first DLC. We had confirmation when the game first dropped in early access that we would be getting multiple DLCs. But yeah, I think the showcase is going to go over that. You like that Eternity Isle was different than the main valley and how it was laid out. I did too. And I had so much fun decorating Eternity Isle, but the things that are being stated here about like difficult to navigate and customize, I do understand and agree with to a certain extent. So I think if we could have something that's still interesting and engaging, but not as, I don't know, difficult in certain ways, I think that would be really nice. A glitch in the peaceful meadow. You can duplicate some of the flowers. That happened to me too when I was decorating by myself, and then I came onto live stream like a silly goose and was like, look what I can do, and it didn't work. And then I think everyone thought I had lost it. I absolutely think everyone thought I had lost it. You didn't mind the biomes in the DLC. It was a little confusing navigating, but once you decorated, it was much easier for sure. You like Eternity Isle because the vibes are so different from the valley. Yeah, and I think the vibes will continue to be different. The more visible landmarks that are true to Disney stories feels interesting to me because I feel like we have those in Eternity Isle, right? But maybe that's just me. You hope it'll be a Hercules DLC, like with Hades as the main bad? Okay, let's see what else. A huge success from A Rift in Time that we hope to keep building on is its approach to new characters like Gaston, Rapunzel, and Eve. By being true to their accompanying Disney and Pixar stories, as well as the core of our game, the team created hilarious moments with Gaston. They said, ooh, we're so funny. Like him building a replacement LeFou out of coconuts, as well as an emotionally moving friendship with Rapunzel, and a chance to reunite Eve and Wally. Listen. This one was a little a little lackluster, but it was cute still. A Rift in Time reaffirmed for us the core of the game that we want to hold on to and build on. Magical moments with beloved characters set in a beautiful world that players can decorate and make completely their own. Yes. Okay, and then there's a very interesting question and evasion here of, are you able to share the current active player count, which makes me super curious as to why they asked this question specifically, and more interestingly, why they included this answer that was pretty much a dodge, that was just like, we have a good player number, they come back when we have updates. Very interesting. Sometimes it's what people don't say that's more of a you know, like I don't know anything about the player count. That was just a very like, I don't know. And I feel like sometimes interviewers will ask a question, and if they don't get an answer that's like whatever, they're like, okay, well, we're just not going to put that in the interview. I don't know. Hi, Samantha. How are you? In the Isle, some of the hidden areas are cool at first, but tedious to keep having to go to when time bending. That's very fair too. So we've talked about that. Now that we spent an hour and a half doing that, let me go clean up the frosted heights. And what did I need to talk about? Quality of life. Now what? Girl. My person is running all by theirself. I'm not touching anything. Now what? Yes, I'm getting back to it, Michelle. Sorry. That was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. You think they've been losing players, especially on Switch, due to all the crashes and bugs? It's possible. I do also believe that there's probably a dip in player count in between updates. I think people probably come back and play for a week. Now, I would love for this controller to work. Your controller does that sometimes? Fair enough. I think people probably come back and play for a week, do some quests, do what they want from the star path. Okay. And then keep it moving. Okay. Quality of life versus content. So this pertains to specifically the October update, but also kind of just in general. Oh, I need to turn up the sound because I had turned it way down for that time we had music for 30 seconds. I might turn it up even more. So, also numbers. Okay. Walk with me. What do I talk about first? There's so much. Okay. At the very beginning of the blog post where the roadmap was revealed, they said we've had 2 free realms and 5 free characters in the first half of the year. And via the roadmap, granted, this is all assumption land because we won't know until it happens, we're gonna be getting 4 new characters and 0 new realms. We'll call it 0.5 if we're going to be generous because it's an expansion of a realm, right? So that puts us at 2.5 realms and 9 characters for the year. Let's talk about last year. What did we get last year? I might have to actually stop because, again, I'm not good at multitasking. Last year, we had first update Festival of Friendship, where we had 2 new characters and 0 realms. Then we had Pride of the Valley, where we had 1 new realm and 2 new characters. Then we had... Was the next one the Remembering? I think it may have been. 1 new character and 0 new realms. And then we had Dream Snaps. That was 1 new character and 0 realms. Did we really only have 1 realm in the first half of that year? Well, yeah, because we had Scar's Kingdom, we had Missions in Uncharted Space, Festival of Friendship, Pride of the Valley, Remembering, Dream Snaps, Enchanted Adventure that gave us a realm and 2 characters. Then we had... That was in September, right? And then we had the last update that gave us 1 character. Okay, so actually that's the same as last year. Toy Story was in 2022. It wasn't last year. So that would have been 2 realms and 9 characters. Let me go into the castle just to be sure. But that sounds right. And this year we'll have 9 free characters and 2.5 realms. So it's not bad. It's about the same. Which kind of a little bit negates my point that I'm about to make, but I think we should still talk about it just for the sake of talking about it. I'm doing pretty well, Samantha. How are you? Also, thank you all for liking the stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for sitting here while I ramble. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, I am so obnoxious and I just talk and talk and talk. Anyway. Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. No, that was it. Thank you for the sip reminder and the stretch reminder. Delicious. Okay. You love a quantifiable analysis. One thing about me, I'm gonna get way too deep into anything. What? Okay. Oh, thank you so much for liking the stream. I do appreciate it. Okay, so roughly the same amount of realms and characters. Interesting that we've only been getting 2 realms each year, right? That's very interesting indeed. You think we're all rambling together. That's true, that's true. And here's the thing. If I weren't doing it with you all, I would try to do it with my partner later when he gets home from work. I gave him the cliff notes of the roadmap yesterday, which was literally 3 sentences, and he said, and that's him telling me he doesn't want to talk about it. So I'm glad I have all of you to just talk about it with. But what was I saying? Oh, about the Lion King update, the Timon and Pumbaa October update. In the blog post, they specifically said, like, this is going to be a smaller update because we're focusing on improvements of the game and bugs and such, right? Which is a great thing. And I'm glad that they're taking time to do that because I do think, like, I don't experience many game-breaking bugs, if any. I know a lot of people do, and obviously if you're playing a game, having game-breaking bugs is not going to be good because then you can't even play the game, right? So I get it, I respect it, I do. I'm glad that they're going to take some time to fix things. However, I think in the future, moving forwards, I really hope they do a better job at making sure that they're introducing things in an unbroken state. because taking time now to fix broken things is admirable. Continuing on in the future, cutting content to fix things is not as admirable. Do you know what I mean by that? Like right now, absolutely, yes, take the time that you need to take to fix the game. But I would hope that this is like them being like, okay, and also we're going to fix the game and also make sure that we're putting out content that's not going to break your game, right? Does that make sense? So it's like if it's a couple updates or even like half a year of less content because they're getting the game in a better state, I can live with that. I won't necessarily love it, but I can live with it. But if this is going to be like an annual thing where they're like, okay, let us do a tiny update so we can fix the game, I'm going to love it less. You wonder if a realm expansion is how they'll add Lumiere and Cogsworth. I could definitely see that. But it also makes me wonder, we have what, 3 more realms left? Will we finish those, or like will we have those next year? Or is it going to be 2026 when we've not left in the castle, but you know what I mean, left like on the top floor in the center of the castle? I believe we have 3 realms up there. Because it just feels like, let's just wrap it up next year. Continuing on a broken path is no good, for sure. You feel like Game Loft should be warning players what not to do if they find there's even the possibility of a bug. I mean, to be fair, this is pretty generous of me, okay? When the community talks about bugs, Gameloft does tend to make a statement being like, hey, this is an issue, don't do this. However, and also, the community should not be the ones discovering the bugs. You know, that's just my personal opinion. Like, they should probably know about the bugs and fix them before they happen. They need weekly or monthly patches to fix any bugs. Yeah. We used to have more patches between updates, and they haven't really done that as much anymore. I think that's something that they would really benefit from. And also, though, here's the thing. It's definitely a balance because, again, I know some people feel like we should have updates more frequently than we do. And if that's how you feel, I respect that. Like, I love content in this game and I want content in this game. However, I feel like for a game, these updates happen regularly. Like, we get regular updates in Dreamlight Valley. And I think the team, I would imagine the team does a lot of work to make the updates happen. And I would imagine that they probably don't have time sometimes to do both things, you know, like, so I would think we might see a bit of content spaced out if they're trying to do more regular patches. You agree the community shouldn't be responsible for finding bugs, but they can get info across much faster than you. Yeah. I mean, I think like a bug every now and then that the community finds, sure, but it's like multiple bugs regularly, and that's like a little bit less exciting or acceptable in my opinion. Hi, Kat. How's it going? We're talking about the news from, you know, like the show, not the showcase. We didn't have the showcase. The blog post, the Valley vignette, if you will. And the Polygon interview. We're kind of, we went through both of those articles. It took us an hour and a half. And now we're still kind of just talking about that stuff while I start to do some actual decorating now. Going pretty well, I think. Your son does QA, and he was saying a lot of companies are doing far less QA testing in-house and relying on players to point out the bugs instead, which is like fine in theory if you're gonna fix them quickly and if they're not game breaking. However, you know, sometimes it's hard to find bugs unless you do very specific things, so players are more likely to find them first. Well, yes, with some bugs, but some of the bugs that the game has are from doing very general things and not specific things, and they're still there. And the players are like, what is this? So I agree in theory with some things, but I don't think that's necessarily true for this game. One of the reasons he stopped playing DMK was that updates were every month and players weren't able to catch up on things during and between events. Oh, DMK is very different, I think. I don't play it, but from what I've seen, it's like, I mean, it's a mobile game. I know a lot of people say Dreamlight Valley feels like a mobile game, but I don't know that I agree, because DMK is very much like you have to log in multiple times a day. It's a very short season of stuff. Like there's a lot of heavy monetization in game, and it's just it seems like an experience, I'll say that. You don't think it's fine, really? It's about saving money for the game company. Yeah, I mean, when I say it's fine, I'm mostly being like, it's the world. Not necessarily endorsing it. Like, I think, yeah, there are some bugs that you literally might not be able to know about unless you do everything under the sun in your game. And should that be a developer's responsibility? In theory, but in practice, I don't know that that can always be done. But definitely the more generic bugs that affect like every player, I feel like there's no excuse really for those being present. Like you should have found those ones. There we go. Like the clothing not fitting every size of avatar. Exactly. Like it takes 0.2 seconds to beep beep boop and change the body type a couple times. Let me take this one. Been a busy day, but finally you were able to log on. You got 4K moonstones. Congratulations. That's fabulous. Oh, DMK is Disney Magic Kingdoms. It's another Disney game made by Gameloft, who makes Dreamlight Valley. It's made by a different subset of Gameloft. I actually don't know who's making it now because they just switched it to a different branch than made it before. But Gameloft Montreal makes Dreamlight Valley, Gameloft Barcelona makes Disney Speedstorm, and a different Gameloft branch makes DMK. But it's kind of similar to Dreamlight Valley in that you get the equivalent of villagers and quests and things, but it's a mobile game, so the mechanics are quite different. And the thing with DMK is that you're making a Disney park instead of a Dream Valley sort of thing. I said it to be like that sometimes. Yeah, there are some things where it's like, here's the thing. There are some things where I'm like, that's interesting, but also probably not liable to change, and we can work with that. And there are some things that I'm like, that's interesting and probably not liable to change, but we can't work with that, you know? Every time we get within a couple of weeks of an update, your game starts crashing on your laptop. Wait, really? Interesting. My game do be having issues sometimes, but I don't really find it. If anything, I feel like it's worse right after an update. What do we want to do over here? I don't like the gold. Remember we decided that? Not me saying remember we decided that. Like we're not going to do that. We don't like that. Okay, maybe here. Dreamlight Valley feels very much like a full game, so you disagree with it being a mobile game. Oh, it's definitely not, but I remember especially when it first came out, but even more recently, I've seen a lot of people say that it looks and or feels like a mobile game. I don't personally get that sense. I don't play a lot of mobile games, but the few that I have, I don't feel like this feels like a mobile game. I hate how the music goes out when I'm decorating. Like, you are already listening to only my voice for an hour and a half. It would be lovely if maybe the game wanted to play some music. But no. Maybe like a little side patio moment. Nice. Like entering Scrooge's shop in multiplayer shouldn't be a bug. Oh, wait, what happens with that? I don't think I heard anything about that bug. I want to bring this in the back as well. Maybe that could be fancy. Let's see. You hope you're not going to be fighting all these night mites they're introducing all the time, like the random enemies in Kingdom Hearts. I feel like my impression of it is that there'll be something that's just added for a quest. And then we'll be like, oh, problem solved. Can't guarantee it, but that's the vibe it's giving to me. No combat, please and thank you. Yeah, I've heard a couple people say they want combat in this game, but that's not the vibe for me. It's not the vibe for me. What about something like this? What am I going to do with this much space? Anyway, wait, what am I going to do with this space? Oh my goodness, sometimes I'm so over myself. Let me pick that up. As a builder, you can't wait to bring your PlayStation save file to your Mac. 6,000 item limit. Here you come. Oh, yay! That's gonna be so exciting. Yeah. Getting that higher item count will be fabulous. I wish we had a cute snowy fence or arch or something. I might be able to use this. My issue with doing something like something like this is that I hate it. We don't have a fence that would work. I could pop little trees to try to make it a thing, but then it's like, I don't know. And then it just looks like a line. I hate when builds just look like a line, you know? It makes me a little bit angry. I mean, that's kind of cute. Oh no. Hopefully Timon and Pumbaa will eat the mites. I don't know. What are night mites? Also, I thought we fixed that. Anyone else think we fixed that? Like, what's all this about more stuff with the forgetting? You used the brick and iron fence in Frosted. I could see that looking good, but with the buildings that I'm working with right now, I don't think I'm gonna like the red from the brick in this area. Well, now. Maybe something like this. Hopefully it'll be like when we had to catch all of Oswald's alarm clocks. Possibly. I mean, it's a little bit giving line, but I might be able to move these up a little bit more and make it not give line as much. The only thing is that then that's like, why are they there? Because there's just a space between those. I'll just do something here and make it pretty, I guess. I might move all of these to face inside because someone was saying that you can't put stuff on the blue part of the stuff. So if I can get these... Yeah. And these all facing this way, then I might be able to put some stuff on the edge of this here. You're gonna go there. Yeah, sure, that might work. Need more arch and pergola options. Pergola, yes, agreed. You used the dark wood fencing in Frosted, but you think the new Remy fence would look good? It might, especially since I have this black wrought iron stuff around. A little bit. Oh, a little bit. Interesting. What if every single time I say what if with any kind of uncertainty, I unfortunately think about the book We Were Liars, which really is unfortunate. Not the book. I liked the book, but thinking about it sometimes is unfortunate. Hear me out. Tree cages? You wish we had a candy fence to go with Vanellope's house? Yes. I used to be a candy biome crusader, but I feel like now that we have a bit of a hint that we might be able to hide character houses, I no longer want a candy biome. All things that I've said about wanting a candy biome in the past are null and void, and I don't need it anymore. So please don't give it to me. The fence looks really good in this biome. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Put this there. Haha. It's a cute idea. Thank you. I'm not 100% sold, but I kind of like it. It adds some dimension at least. How did I get so much wrought iron for my fence? I was gifted some. Thanks for using the pathing because you crafted a sample hoping that you would like it, and you do. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually used this before. So I'm excited to do so now. Okay. I need to figure out what else we're doing around here. Part of me, I think we might be able to get away with the fence just here. I might put some around the back as well. Around the back. But that ain't easy walking, Jack. I was, in fact, listening to Hades Town before stream today. What if... I haven't really decided what I'm doing with these. All of this area is pretty much just imagination and dreams at the moment. The person who gifted it is very kind. They are? I wonder if their name was Kitty. You want short fencing options like the one around the mushroom house? Oh yes, absolutely. Vanellope and Woody's houses will be hidden straight away. Kind of agree. I don't know why I said kind of. Who am I kidding? They will absolutely be hidden. At the earliest possibility. Now, why does that look like that? That should be fine. Hi, Travis. Hadestown is your favorite. It's so good. I was listening to the off-Broadway recording this morning, though. Not the Broadway one. I do like both of them, but the off-Broadway one was the one that I first found. You know what I'm getting the desire for, but I'm going to fight the urge? Some of you could probably guess. It's something that I use all the time, and it's not a fountain tile. Oh my. Do these like here. Is that weird? A little bit. What if I push them back here? Yes, hedges! You're gonna see Hadestown in London? Oh, that's amazing. I did see the touring company of it last year, maybe? Which was pretty exciting. I had never seen it live before. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah. I think this could work. You thought it was books? No. Hadestown is a musical. Every time I say, your 2-year-old copies and says, That's amazing. What are the potted plants? Oh, these are from the Royal Winter Star Path that we had last December. I believe. Yes, decorative winter vase or vase if you're fancy. You posted in Discord, but you got the pink glowing mushrooms at Scrooge's yesterday. I'm so jealous. I'm happy for you, but I do live in jealousy. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm feeling like if I can get them before I do the Forgotten Lands, that would be best case scenario. I feel like, hear me out. Thanks for hanging out, Travis. I do appreciate it. I feel like we might actually do a bit of an asymmetrical moment here. Like, I might leave these bushes here and leave these bushes here, and we'll find something else to do in this general vicinity, but I kind of like it. It's a little weird, but I don't think it's weird in a bad way. Kind of fun? I don't know. Me trying to figure out how I feel about something. I think it's fun. Then we can put that there, and maybe we could grab... Well, we have so many lights over here. I don't need these, but I might put these back here. Oh, you thought I meant I was going to decorate with books. I got you. That was a good guess. Very solid guess, I might say. She does love a book. If you're fancy or the muses from Hercules, yes. You def prefer most of the off-Broadway versions of the songs for some reason. Here's the thing. I love Hadestown. However, there are a lot of rewrites that happen for Hadestown. Like, even just recently, they did a rewrite for, I believe, Epic 3 for the last verse, perhaps. And I feel like with every rewrite, the moral of the story just gets more and more in your face. And I feel like, I don't know. I liked the musical initially because even though you could tell what the moral was, it was approached with a little more subtlety. Instead of literally just telling you the entire point of the story. Lurking while you fish on Eternity Isle. Oh, nice. Waiting on a bunch of things from Scrooge, but you got the Black Cauldron today. Oh, nice. You're jealous of the mushrooms and the water trough. Oh, yeah, I don't have the water trough. The items you missed out from the villain star path. Oh, no. Hopefully they'll come back. Maybe around Halloween they'll come back in the premium shop, which granted isn't the same as having them from just doing the star path, but at least you could have a chance of snagging them if you really wanted to. Okay, I'm gonna probably try to echo this shape over here. A little curved moment to soften that edge. It's a little weird too, but it's fine. The frozen fountain in the back. Oh, I might. I did definitely forget that that exists. Or I could try to put that over here. This is a little strange, but I think I'm gonna just go with it for now. Unfortunately, now I just want to sing Epic 3. Epic the Third. The mushrooms look cool, but they also look a bit janky. Oh, really? A bit pointy, blocky. Interesting. I do wish they came in different sizes because I can see myself using them a lot and then being like, it just looks like I use the same item over and over again. And did I? Yes. So it's kind of my own fault, but also, they should look different. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough space. Maybe I can put it over here. Hi, Mrs. Flower. How are you? Reset day is going pretty well. We spent a long time looking at the roadmap and what else were we looking at? Oh, the Polygon interview. And now we're doing a little bit of decorating of Anna and Kristoff's castle. So good time so far. You got the scroll from Scrooge this morning and they're now strewn around your valley in celebration. Oh, amazing. I'm gonna get rid of this. Remove that. No, remove this. And I think we're gonna grab some of the frozen chairs. You know what's good? I think I'm gonna be able to take my dream snap just in a place that I already have in existence. I have quite a few picnicky spots, so I think it'll work. If I do that there. And that there. Maybe. We'll see. You've been lurking, but thought I should know that you just deleted your whole valley to restart decorating. That's amazing. Listen, nobody attack me. But, I'm already thinking about bulldozing my valley again. I know it's so bad. I shouldn't do it. Here's the thing though. I know we're gonna get a bunch of homes with the next update, but then it's not even like I'm going to next update for sure, but I'm definitely thinking about doing it again before the next DLC, which would mean many, many more months of having a valley and an isle that are not decorated while now that's very rude, while we focus on whatever the new DLC land is. So you all need to either talk me out of it or talk me into it. whichever you choose. But just know that was a thought that floated through my mind early this morning when I was awoken by someone throwing weights in the gym downstairs. That's the star path with the ice rink and the arches. You're hoping they come back in some capacity. Oh yeah. These arches, this ice rink over here, also these light posts here. These all came in the Royal Winter Star Path, and they're very nice items. I like them quite a lot. I'm actually wondering if I should bring... Wait, Anna? Oh, there she is. Wait, do we think we're gonna like Anna here by this tree by the well? Or do we think we're gonna like Anna here by the gate? What's the vibe? I'm at it again. I know. The Dream Snap this week is like a picnic theme. It's an outfit challenge, picnic vibes. Tour first. Oh, I will definitely do a tour. I pretty much always document my valley before I change it. So we are working on the Frosted Heights right now, and after this we have Forgotten Lands, and we should be wrapping this up probably next week would be my guess. The full valley, and I'll upload a tour before I change anything. Well, I will record a tour before I change anything. I can't promise that I will upload it before then. Hi, Dove. How are you? Joined very late. How long do we have left of stream? You know, I'm not 100% sure. We're doing some decorating at the moment, and I'm vibing and feeling good. But I'm not sure exactly how much longer we'll be live. Kind of like the idea of Anna being here. This is turning out so pretty. Thank you. By the gate. Okay, yeah, I like that too. As long as I don't bulldoze the aisle too. Well, well, I would. Here's the thing. I feel like I have to, and it might be a couple of months, but I feel like I'm going to have to, because eventually I'm going to need areas that are open enough that I can decorate them for Dream Snaps, right? And also, when we get a new DLC, I'm going to be moving everything around anyway, probably. I mean, it does a little bit depend on what the new biomes look like. Maybe some of the new, like, or our existing stuff, I'll be like, none of this looks good in the new biomes. That's a possibility. But more likely than not, I'll want to move some of the stuff over there. And it's just easier to do when you get rid of everything. Like, you clear everything, you decide where you want the stuff to go, and then you redecorate. No, the vase is too much. The vase, if you will. Nope, I wanted to get rid of you. Will I do an updated full tour before bulldozing? I will. The only thing I might not do an updated full tour for is my Eternity Isle. But once we start redecorate, okay, so let me context. My Eternity Isle is fully decorated right now. However, I do need to redecorate a couple of areas in my Eternity Isle. One is the half of the plains where I had the V8 gas station. The other one is, well, the other ones are in the Wild Tangle, and I'm not entirely sure which areas we're gonna do yet, but it's gonna be one or two areas in the Wild Tangle because I need to make space for the up house and no. The up house and the jungle boathouse. So I don't know if I'll do a full Eternity Isle tour again after that because it feels like there's no need, but I could do like a tour of the area if you wanted. minute, the stream is going to be super glitchy for a second because my game just crashed. The original Epic 3 was your favorite? Yes, I would agree. Okay. I don't know when this would have auto-saved. The thought of bulldozing more than a small area at a time terrifies you. Wait, really? I like doing a lot at once because I usually end up like, it's not that I want to redecorate the area, it's that I want to rearrange where I have buildings and things. I'm opening the game again. So yeah. Did I do the inside of my buildings? Well, I have the inside of all of the premium shop houses that we got until last December decorated. I have all of them in a video on my channel. I don't believe I've decorated any. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. I have decorated a couple of interiors since then, but most of them I haven't gotten around to yet because I was decorating Eternity Isle and then we were doing the Valley, and we'll be getting to interiors next. Also, again, because my game crashed, sometimes that makes things a bit wonky for a second. If stream is being weird, you can try just refreshing the stream. That usually will fix it. Or if you don't want to do that, it should fix itself in just a couple minutes. Yeah. I had decorated the interiors of all of the houses before the DLC. And then after the DLC, I decorated the interiors just of the houses in the plaza, because I was gonna do a full plaza tour of interiors and exteriors. So the confectionery is decorated, and the Mike and Sully apartment already had been, but I redid one of the rooms in there. And then the bakery is all decorated on the inside. I think it's just the bakery and the confectionery that were new. Still planning to decorate all of the houses? You know, in theory, we are planning to decorate all of the houses. In practice, I am going to need them to chill out a little bit because, oh no, this took us back a little bit. Because I don't have the time. Not like the time in my life. I could do it. I don't have the time between updates, and there are too many houses that they're giving us all the time. So we'll see. That's what we're going to be working on until the update, after we finish the Valley and those couple of areas in Eternity Isle. We'll be moving on to some interiors. That was very rude. Same thing happened last time I tried to put this here, I think. Is it there? Nope. What about there? I was about to put it in the exact same location again, that I know it didn't work. Which house do I feel is more worth it? Mike and Sully's apartment or Carl's house? You're so torn between the two right now. They're both so cute. I think it depends on your style of building, but I feel like Mike and Sully's house is a bit more versatile, so you would probably get more use out of that one. But they're both going to give you 3 rooms. And I would say probably just go with whichever one you have an idea for with decorating, or whichever one makes you more excited to decorate, or whichever one you think you're going to have out in your valley more. I don't usually keep premium shop houses hidden away in my inventory, but I know some people do. So if you feel like one of them you're going to be more likely to actually display in your valley, I think that's probably the better option. Is Carl's house still bugged? Wait, what was wrong with it? I don't think I had issues with it. Hi, Brandy. How are you? You prefer the up house? Wait, what do you mean other than screaming? Oh, I forgot we have these fountains too. We have so much stuff. Hmm. Now, why? I was gonna say, now, why did I just get the urge to do the little Twilight melody? We can have this over here, actually. No. There, we'll put that there. Maybe we can have these up here, perhaps. It went to the ground instead of floating up. Oh, yeah, I did actually experience that bug, but it was only sometimes. And usually if I left the biome and came back, it would reset. But yeah, sometimes it would sink into the ground. You're right, you're right. Yours makes a scratchy noise as it descends? Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Feel like you never catch me live anymore because of your work schedule. Oh my goodness. I hope work is going well though, and I hope life is going well. Okay. I was coming back here to do things and I was getting distracted. I think I was trying to look at some of the some of the chairs and things from this collection and see what I want to do in this back patio area. We also have this one. And don't we have another chair that has like the ice pillow thing? Oh no, we have this one. Okay. Interesting. You bought the apartment so fast to complete your plaza, you may come back around to the up house if you get the moonstones. Nice. Yeah, I think the Mike and Sully apartment is really nice. I mean, the up house is really nice too. They're all wonderful. Sometimes the pillars in this game make me so upset. And I think the only reason that's true is because, like, why? What are they for? You know? And at least these ones are like pyramids at the top. But the ones that are flat on top, I'm like, you're not holding anything up. What's the point? Like, what are we doing? Hear me out. I kind of want to have a little fire pit back here. Oh, you know what I should have actually? I should have the little tub. Well, no. No, 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 no. More like the loud screaming from, oh, the up house. I don't think I've heard that before. Hi, Kibby. How are you? Today we're working on decorating in the Frosted Heights. We spent a lot of time talking about the new roadmap and all the new DDV stuff. And now we're mostly decorating Anna and Kristoff's castle area. I was thinking about putting a little campfire thing. Appliances. But I don't know if this makes sense. I mean, well, I know it doesn't make sense because why would you have a fire right next to an ice chair? But we're gonna probably ignore that and leave it here anyway. You wish you had a cheat like The Sims 4 where you could free move stuff. Oh, please. Yes, that would be absolutely amazing. I wish we had that as well. Oh, no. No, no, no. I meant to grab an extra one. I didn't mean to delete it. I think we might do something like this. Just a little seating spot. I was thinking of something. Oh, we could also put this back here if we didn't have... No, this is too large. That's such a giant rug. There's a little Mulan oven too. I don't remember what that looks like. Wait, this one? Don't know if I like the red. I understand we have like orangey red from the fire here, but like from the bricks and stuff. I don't know if that's the vibe for this. Looks awesome. Loving the vibe it's giving. Thank you. I'm enjoying it so far. Maybe we should have some fence here. Let's see. Could we try? We could try. Ooh, we could try. We had that like so. Let's run around a little bit. You redesigned some of your Nola Glade build so you can put Tiana's Palace on the Main Street area. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't wait to see that building. I also do wonder if she's gonna have an actual home too. Or if she's just gonna have the restaurant. Makes me curious. It's weird that this doesn't connect to that, but I'm gonna try to ignore it. I might put a bush there to camouflage it. But mostly I think this is fine. I wish I had something here to break this up. But I don't know what I'm thinking of. I might just bring more snow clouds back here. Sometimes I feel like things are missing things, and they are. And sometimes I feel like things are missing things, and it's just me being me. You know? I have a hard time sometimes determining which is which. What do I want to put over here? I could put another little magical snow station for Elsa like I have in the Frosty Fortress. The what? They fixed the pink palace so you can put path under it now. I don't know if I knew that was a problem. I don't remember. You wonder how we'll get Tiana, maybe with Remy, like he's talking about an old good friend. Possibly. We could do something like this, like with little snowballs and the plushies, like Elsa's making like animating the little snowman. Oh, I forgot we have this. We can't put this outside though, I think, which is a bummer. Actually, can we? I feel like we can't. It wouldn't really make sense for us to be able to, but it would look good back here. Yeah, I am curious about how Tiana's going to show up. Hopefully it's fun and also fabulous. That's my desire. I also think after running past them, I wouldn't necessarily mind grabbing like one of these. Oh, I'm putting it maybe here instead of here. No. Super cute idea. You love the snow building idea. Yeah, that was just, I was trying to fill space in that area of Elsa's room. Love using the steam rocks from the Frozen collection as a fire pit. You just wish they gave off actual steam. I thought about doing that, but I feel like they both come in like bronzy, silvery colors. And I'm not bronzy silvery, like bronzy goldish colors. And I'm not sure if that's what I want back here. Yeah. I don't know. Something about the gold with the icy blue and the gray just isn't my favorite combo. I wish I liked it a little bit more. Anyone know how to get over glitches? Wait, what do you mean? Are you having like a specific glitch? If so, we might be able to help you out. If not, and it's just like general issues. Possibly. Uh, maybe. You wish we could have a pile of snowballs? That would be cute decor. Actually, you know what else I could do? I could probably also grab a snowman, but some of those over here. Let's put you there. We'll definitely grab a cloud, because how could we not? Maybe we'll even grab a chair. Not a throne, though. One of these. Wait. I'm thinking. Let me...
Some people are worth...
Oh my goodness, I've played too many other games. I've played too much Baldur's Gate where I can just save the game if I'm about to do something risky and then be like, I'll just load back into that save. That doesn't work with Dreamlight Valley. It's like, I'll just save and then redo if that doesn't work. I'm wondering if I can put a sitting area over here instead and then move this little snow station back here. That's a very simple sitting area, so if I need to move that back, that should be fine. Maybe I could do 2 tables. We can move this over here. What about some snowmen or people? Yes, I was just thinking about that. I might just have them back here. Maybe I will only use 1 table in that case. Or maybe I'll just have them in that little spot. We'll figure it out. Then I might want to shift this way a little bit. I think that will be nicer. You were going to say how you wanted to be able to decorate the inside of villagers' houses, but you barely remember to decorate the inside of your player house. Oh, yeah. I haven't done anything to the inside of my player house in so long, but I usually try to decorate the premium shop houses. Have I been doing that recently? Not so much, just because I've had other stuff to do. I've been a busy girl, but eventually we'll get back to that. Oh, well, you just move out of the way for a second. Maybe. I'll think about it. You love Baldur's Gate 3? Who am I romancing? So here's the thing. Technically, no one. I just finished Act 1. And I did spend one evening sharing a bottle of wine with Shadowheart, but it was pretty platonic, to be honest. I thought, however, it seems that she did not necessarily feel the same way, because now she's been saying that, like, she gets butterflies when I just went to do like a little hair flipping motion and I just scratched my headphone. Anyway, whenever we're talking to each other and I'm like, oh, listen, I definitely didn't mean to lead you on if that's what's happening. I didn't say this to her. I can't say this to her, but this is what I'm thinking in my brain, right? I didn't mean to lead her on if that's what's happening. That being said, if I were romancing somebody, it probably would be Shadowheart. However, I really want to be with Halson because I'm playing a druid. He's a druid. We have that in common. But I don't think you can really like have a relationship with him. The couch and the one chair looked really good. Okay, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. I did finish my star path, Samantha. You're still working on the shiny diamonds. Oh no. Have you been using the elixirs? You can't pick pumpkins and you're stuck on Buzz's quest. Like you planted pumpkins, but it won't let you pick them up. Are you perchance part of the official Dreamlight Valley Discord server? If you're not already, and if you would have access to Discord at all, I definitely would recommend popping into their help chat. They're just community member volunteers, but they, I know, have talked to people who have had issues with the Buzz Quest, and they probably would be able to work with you to figure out what's going on. If anybody here in chat has any suggestions or anything, please share. I'm not entirely sure what that would be about. Gale will make you accidentally romance him. Oh, yeah, there was one experience I had with Gale and I was like, wait, where did this come from? Also, today I was like, what if we played Baldur's Gate on the channel? I think I still have a good, I'm like 50 hours into the game. I think I probably have a good 40 to 50 hours left, but I would be willing to play it on the channel, like a secondary save. Because the thing is, with Baldur's Gate, it's like open world and sandbox. So even though I'm playing it now, if I were to play it again in the future, things could go very, very differently. Like I'm sure there's stuff that I haven't seen yet. You can romance Halson? Interesting, because every time I try to talk to him in camp, he doesn't really want to talk to me. He's kind of just like, how's it going? And I'm like, that's it. And he's like, see you later. And I'm like, okay. Okay. You would love that. The game took you 170 hours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my partner's at the very end, and I think he's at like 85 hours. But I think it's going to take me longer than that. Using potions and a buddy and gold bar and still nothing after 10 days. That's truly wild. And I'm so sorry. Oh, we have this Dreamlight fountain. This might be a cool thing to have here somewhere. Every time I pull this out, though, I'm like, oh, it looks kind of weird and it doesn't go on paths. Two things that make me less excited about using it. Maybe I could put it like here or something. You're overdue for a second playthrough. Yeah, I'm kind of like, maybe I should give myself a break after I finish the first playthrough and then play it again later. But I feel like I probably could go back to it. For harvestable veggies, you would maybe try watering them again. Oh, yeah. Sometimes there's a glitch where it looks like they're done, but they need water still. Yes. Gotta wait till you can add him to your party in the latter half of Act 2. Well... Evil laughter. I can't wait. You know what? I need to... Wait, no. I just ran in this area. I need snow... Oh, I was here to find snowmen. And then I got distracted by the thing. We have a haughty snowman, otherwise known as the Scrooge snowman. Don't we have like a whole snow family kind of? Let me see. Snow kid, snow lady. Not snow lady. The second shiny diamond took you almost 2 weeks. That's too long. Oh, we also have this. I guess it's a good thing I'm scrolling through here because I forgot about all of this stuff. Let me set this. Maybe actually this would be cuter over here. Or maybe this would be cute over here. I don't know. I feel like we need to use it somewhere because what are you doing if you have a snow castle and you don't use it somewhere? Cancel. That's awesome, Lillian. I unfortunately have to do my hair tomorrow, I think. Wash day is just such a struggle, you know? If any of you have like curly, coily, or kinky hair, you probably get what I'm putting down, but it's like I really have to work up the motivation and be like, all right, we're doing this. We're gonna get through it. Every single week, it doesn't get better. Like, all right. You're gonna find a really long YouTube video and start with that. Maybe you'll put on a podcast. Maybe you'll watch an episode of Love Island. And maybe by then, you'll be done. What about the igloo? Oh, I forgot about that too. Wait, do I have that in here? Oh, you know what else I haven't used? These swan boats. Anyway, I don't think I've used those. Wait, did I pass it already? It should have been up towards the top, right? Does it not filter under white? Is it called igloo or is it called like snow hut or something? Why do I always feel like it's called snow something? Oh, it is called snow hut. I'm not making things up. Wow, sometimes I'm good at things. Oh my goodness. Miscellaneous. Outdoor. Traditional and bold. There we go. Just imagine soon. I'm gonna accidentally leave that tree there. Soon we're gonna have a whole this might be too big. I might not be able to fit this anywhere. We're gonna have a whole search bar. It's gonna be fabulous. If I could turn them on an angle, I'd put it probably there or over here. But I think over here is gonna be... No! Our best bet. And then this... Maybe we can have this in this corner over here. I'm gonna need you three to move, please. And I'm gonna need you to go back there. Yeah, we might be able to make that work. You read somewhere if you need a specific rare gem, mine everywhere anyways, because your valley will only spawn so many rare gems at a time, no matter the biome. Really? That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that. Okay, I'm going to go grab some... Wait, I probably have snow in my inventory, don't I? Didn't I just break a bunch of stuff? Yes. Okay, let's split off some of these. Beautiful. You despised that when you had long hair. Yeah, my hair is not like long at the moment. But I cut it real short last year. And it's grown a lot more than I expected it to, I would say. My hair usually grows really slowly. So the fact that it's at its current state right now is like, interessante. And I wanted to cut it super short again, but my sister was offended at that suggestion. She was like, don't. She's like, I will hop on a plane and fly here and be really mad at you if you do that. I was like, okay. I believe her. So we're just gonna not. Let's pop these over here, maybe. On here? There. These are Elsa's little magical reference books, in case you're curious what we're doing. I can't use that. I have to buy more. Well, I will. Don't let me forget to buy more of these books, please. Thanks for hanging out, Martina. I appreciate it. Same thing with fishing. Oh, about like fishing all of the spots? Interesting, interesting. Okay. We have our snow people. I might pop these. Oh, if only we could turn things at an angle. Might just pop these here. Just creepily staring at the chairs. Of course. What other kinds of things did I have here? Oh, you know what might be cute? Like one of the elixirs in the blue bottle, or even a couple of them. Where do I have that crafting table? Where did I put her? You always take out the fountain to use and then put it right back in your inventory. Yeah, I feel like when we first got it, it was people's favorite item. I never was obsessed with it. And maybe we'll do this one. And maybe we'll even do like a little... I don't know. The time bending manual looks the coolest. And maybe we'll do a couple night charts. Sorry. I'm just trying to think of things to make this look cool. Yeah, that fountain was never my favorite. I always tried to use it, but I just felt like it didn't fit any of the things that I was trying to do. Split and drop and drop. Oh, this looks kind of like blue. Or, I mean, not blue. It looks kind of green. Where did the other one go? Oh, there. Nice. Nope. I meant to grab you. There we go. That's pretty good, I think. Oh, I can't walk through there. That's going to be unacceptable. And I'll probably just get rid of this. I like the idea of having it because, oh, can I push this back? I like the idea of having it because I think it'll be nice to have a place to actually cook in the biome. That might work. Yes, I can run through here. I can run through here. I can run back here. Now I just need to take some rocks and make a path from here back here. And also from here back this way. Oops. I'll rotate these afterwards. Nope. There we go. You're fine. No. I can't. Oh my. That should be good. Nice. We'll put a couple bushes and trees back here as well. Oh, I should probably also take these here, because that will keep me from accidentally blocking this off. Need to be able to get to the mining rock. Okay. And then, oh, I had also put them here. I was like, something's missing here. And it was these. They got deleted when my game crashed, so. Let's move this way a little bit. No. Can move there. I'll just leave it there. That should be fine. That should be good. What about some of these? Can any of these go back here? That can't go on the table, which is a bit of a bummer. I feel like it would look pretty good on the table. Pop that there. And maybe we'll also try to put one just here. Or here? Oh, this has such a weird footprint. Actually, I can't tell whether it's getting in the way of... Nope. Please don't. Oh, I think it's the cloud, actually. In which case, if I move that, yeah. A little bit better. And I should probably also bring this way. Just a lot of rock work today, I guess. Which is fine. It's nothing out of the ordinary for the way that I decorate. Just really alive and thriving right now. Okay. And then we'll need a few trees in this area. And some bushes to just fill everything out. And then we have to figure out what we're doing with this fountain, if we are using this fountain. I think it makes sense to use this fountain. The only thing is that we need to figure out what we're doing over here. I could use this same path that we used for the patio here. I mind if you do a snow table bit? Not at all. Like we could do this path. I could try to use these, but here, what if I moved this? Is it possible for us to? I might see if I can not put these under this completely, but make it look like they're under it. It's just gonna be tricky with the way that they work. No, we're gonna have weird gaps. Okay. Remove. We're just gonna have to go with this, I think. Hi, Jenny. How's it going? And if we do this, we can do just a little bump out on the sides, make it fancy. And then these might be able to come this way a little bit and meet up with that. A little. A little strange, but let's see if it looks bad when we're running around. If it doesn't look bad when we're running around, then I don't really care too much. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. Change of plans. Get rid of you. Get rid of you and you. I can't actually remember what existed here before and what I added just for this. I think I added all of that. And I think here instead, we might just have to make use of a glade fern or two. Or maybe a forest fern. The forest ferns are too bright green. I don't really love using ferns up here. I don't think they really fit the vibe of here, but sometimes we do what we have to do to disguise things. And oftentimes that's rocks and ferns, you know? Welcome back. Zoned out for a solid 5 minutes. Right now we're just trying to make an area for the fountain that I don't despise. That's the current goal. Went to Discord. Do you think the issues you've been having are due to you time jumping on your advice from Animal Crossing? Oh no. If you had your device changed to a different date when you opened Dreamlight Valley, if you wait until that date, that should fix things for you if it's a time traveling issue. So hopefully you weren't traveling too far into the future. That I don't despise. Well, yes. Yeah. In general, I don't like saying that things are objectively bad or like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't really like using the word ugly for builds or anything. I don't think that things necessarily look bad, but sometimes I hate them, you know? Like, like sometimes things might look fine and I just think it looks like garbage. And that's okay. Just me. Yeah, I don't think I want to use the purple trees. I know the purple would match if we put some of the, yeah, purple trees and stuff. I had a bunch of them in my last build of my Frosted Heights, but I'm trying to keep this one blue with wrought iron and in this area some wood tones. Trying to maybe you didn't hear me say that. Oh, we were set in 2025. Oh no. Okay, there goes my game again. Maybe that's a sign. Let me see about loading it back up and see how much is gone. Goodness gracious, we did that whole table and stuff. Anyone else have a bug where you can't hang out with Rapunzel? I don't think I've had that before, but I haven't tried to hang out with her recently. Okay, let's see. I don't understand Dreamlight Valley. We haven't had issues with crashing recently, have we? I mean, today this is the second time that it happened, but I feel like the past few or several streams, it hasn't really been an issue. But maybe I'm just like misremembering. Maybe people are onto something. Conspiracy board time. Maybe people are onto something when they say that there's more crashes when it gets closer to an update. I don't know. I hadn't necessarily noticed that to be true before, but 2 today is not my favorite. That being said, I haven't been saving as much as I probably should. Oh, how I long for the sweet days of the past when I could play on PC and not worry about crashes. One more shiny diamond and you're done. You can do it. You can definitely do it. Okay, all of this stuff is still here and good. All of our rocks are still here and good.
Don't you just love summer?
I think the only change is that this fern is in existence. Your game kept freezing every time you would go into the menu the other day. Oh no. It happens every time. You had 2 crashes this week, never get any. Oh no. Yeah, it's a possibility for sure. Okay, let me put this here. I think we're gonna try to wrap up this spot. I might go ahead and bring... Wait, do we have one of the small glade bushes? Did I use one of those anywhere? I don't think so. I think I just used the giant one. Let me see if I can find one. When you say you got so frustrated, you shut it off and were like, I'm done. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't bother me too much. It does bother me when I'm streaming though, because then like the stream gets laggy or I just feel like a bad streamer, even though it doesn't have anything to do with me. Okay, let's put that there. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the pine trees around here, but I think I might. I don't know. Do we do pine trees around here as well, or do we just leave only the blue trees? I think probably bringing in the pine trees will help it feel more at home here, the castle. You hope the new loading screen will look stunning. Oh my goodness, yes. Wait, you didn't like the Daisy update screen? I don't really have many feelings about it positively or negatively, I don't think. I mostly don't remember it, if I'm being really honest. Oh no! My tree! Pine trees, yeah. I agree. I'm glad we're all on the same page. And we'll even bring some dead bushes in. Yes, this is a fancy palace, but you know what? Sometimes things happen in a snowy biome. Bushes go into hibernation. On your Switch, the game crashes a lot, but on your Xbox, no crashes. Yeah, I used to never have crashes on my PC. But then all of a sudden, a few updates ago, it was, I think it was the, I don't remember which update it was. But yeah, all of a sudden it's like, surprise, would you like a crash? And I'm like, no, I would not like a crash. It's like, too bad. That was the conversation that I had with the game, by the way, in case you were curious what that sounded like. There we go. That's nice. So I said, oh no, my tree. Oh no, my tree. Okay, what about here for that? Maybe? Let's look. Ooh, wait, this is kind of cute and cozy. I think I don't hate it. I love that sometimes the most of a compliment that I can give to something that I'm working on is, wow, I don't hate this. Isn't that amazing? I don't want to immediately delete it. Thank you for the zip reminder. There we go. And then, oops, not what I meant to do. Give me another one of, oops. These, please. Your game likes to say, hi, Michelle, want a surprise? And you're like, ooh, surprises? Wait, no. Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Just like evil laughter from the game. I'll take this. And pop this back here next to this. Why, yes. Oh, wait, no. I don't think I wanted to put that there. I think I was going to put a tree there. I think I was going to put this there. Yes, I was. And then I was going to take this baby tree and bring this back here. Oh, thank you for the stretch reminder. I need to stretch more in like real life, you know? I think I would be a happier person if I did. Not that I'm unhappy as a person. I would say I'm pretty happy. But it would probably be good for me to stretch more. I don't know what I'm doing here. I should try the floor laying. I don't know, maybe. I mean, sometimes I lie on the floor. I do actually think it's pretty cozy, and I do think that that's probably an evolutionary response from having a lot of younger siblings and sort of being forced to sit on the floor sometimes. Not in a bad way, right? Just like when you have a lot of siblings and if you're all hanging out as a family, there might not be enough couch space for everybody, so someone ends up on the floor. And it's kind of nice because it means that you're all hanging out as a family, but on the other hand, you know, it's the floor, so. Okay, I think we're gonna do something like this. I really prefer for my paths to be wider than this. But nothing we can really do about that. That is one thing I don't like about these arches. Why is the walkway so tiny? Oh, that's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. Now I'm thinking of the song It's Gonna Be Good from Next to Normal. Any Next to Normal fans hanging out? Interesting. Any what fans? Next to Normal? It's a musical. Okay. I don't remember how I did this with the other set of arches. I know that was literally 2 minutes ago. but we're gonna just assume this is good enough. Oh yeah, beautiful, stunning, fabulous. Never been done before. You thought I said Marvel? Interestingly, there is a Spider-Man musical. Is it good? Well, maybe we'll do a little fountain and tree walkway moment. That's kind of magical.
I'm just living the dream.
I'm glad, Olaf. Thank you for not being rude to me like Remy is, and saying something disparaging about my valiant efforts to make a valley that everyone loves and appreciates, you know? Oh, I can't really put it further than that. Okay. Well, then there it is, I guess. It's so magical. I do want to rotate this one so those leaves aren't hanging there. It's fine. Not everybody likes musicals. I personally am a big fan, though. Usually when I'm talking about a musical, it's a stage musical, not like a movie musical. And I love a good stage musical. I kind of want to turn it to nighttime. I could probably just run through here like a billion times and have a grand old time.
Did you know books are the windows to the world?
I don't know what you said about books. I think he said they're the window to the world, which, sure. I know they're great, though. Speaking of, I need to get more books. Winter Fairy Tale World, kind of. Maybe I'll add some of the little snowflake things, too. We'll jazz it up a little bit. I almost want like something on the ground also that's putting off lights. I might actually use the candles, which I never use. But we'll see. Candles, snowflakes. I probably need to buy more snowflakes. Okay, let's go to Scourges. Nope, escape, please. Change this back to this time and save the game. Just bought 3 of the new books. Smell is fab. Oh, I was talking about in game, but yes, I love books. I haven't bought a new physical book in so long. Wait, what was the last physical book that I bought? It might have been the most recent book in the Magnolia Park series, but what was I going to say? I've been doing a lot more digital reading recently on my Kindle, but the Magnolia Parks books, if anyone's familiar with, well, even if you're not familiar with them, they used to have these really interesting like art covers, and I think they were independently published. And then when the author signed with a traditional publisher, I believe, the covers got a rebrand, and they're just like the bottom part of people's legs, and they're wearing shoes. So like, I'm trying to, I'm like contorting my body, trying to demonstrate, even though nobody's around. So like, it'll be like a car window, like the side of a car, and you'll see like 2 legs sticking out the window doing a leg pose. I don't know. Or you'll see like 2 people on a couch, but like one of the people's legs are like in the air, but you just see the bottom half of the legs. Like it's the bottom half of the leg. I don't know. It's whatever. But I don't like the new covers. I think they like I'm not a fan of the new covers. So I go to the publisher's website to order the art covers. Anyway, long story. That's that's the last physical book I bought. But the last one before that was a long time ago. It's like I don't know when those covers are gonna go away. So I need to order them because I'm sure as higgity heck not gonna have the feet leg ones on my shelf. The Spider-Man musical was cursed though, never had a chance. It's fair. What's my favorite book? I don't have a favorite book. I'm trying to think. I don't. What's a book that I think about all the time though? I think about Legendborn by Tracy Dion all the time. And I think about Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, I think, is the author, a lot. And the book that I reread the most is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, but that's just because it's me in a nutshell. Favorite book? You know, I really, really like The Count of Monte Cristo. But it's been ages and ages since I read it, and it's a big boy, so I don't even really remember many of the details. Does Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow have a wave on the cover? Yeah, it should. Where is that book? But it should have a wave on the cover. Yeah. It's like an, yeah. And it's got kind of rainbowy text. It came out pretty recently, like last year or the year before, I think. That's your next one, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, or Fourth Wing. I would recommend the former book over the latter. Here's the thing. I've talked about this a lot. Fourth Wing, I feel like I had an enjoyable time reading enough, but some of the pacing was really weird. And when you think about it, the book actually makes no sense. I feel like, though, Fourth Wing is very, I feel like if you read, like, late 2000s or early 2010s YA books, a la Hunger Games, a la Divergent, a la Maze Runner-esque books, I think you'll see a lot of things in Fourth Wing that you find, like, familiar to that era of storytelling. So if that's something that you love, you might have a fabulous time with Fourth Wing. I mostly had issues with the world building. Like, if world building and plot doesn't make sense to me, that makes it harder for me to be invested in a story. I have heard a little bit that some of the stuff that doesn't make sense in Fourth Wing is cleared up a little bit in Iron Flame. I haven't read Iron Flame, but essentially the whole main plot of Fourth Wing is that there aren't enough soldiers in the army, and there's this exclusive school to become a dragon rider, and it's like kill or be killed, like super fatal, dangerous, only the best people can become dragon riders. But it's like also the children of past political villains are conscripted, like they're forced to go to dragon riding school. But it's like, if you need soldiers and like you have a dramatic lack of people in your army, why would you be encouraging them to actually like off each other in training? That doesn't make any sense. And also, if dragon riders are like the highest people in a position of power or like the most esteemed people, why would you be having the children of your political adversaries in that school if you don't trust them? I don't know. It's very like, some of it just didn't make sense to me. Did not make sense. You got your tail in Coral Island? That's amazing. That's so exciting. Just started your book journey and started reading Lucy Score. Oh, I've heard good things for the most part about Lucy Score's books, especially the Knock 'Em Out series, I think is what it's called. The first one is Things We Never Got Over, I believe. I have it on my shelf, but I've never read it. Yeah, Fourth Wing, Mackenzie. I wasn't like a huge fan. I had fun for the majority of my time reading it, and usually that's all I really need from a book, to have a good time. But also, like, the more I sat with it after reading it, and like towards the end of reading it, the less I liked it. And what I think is really interesting is that I think the author, Rebecca Yarros, wrote romances primarily before she wrote Fourth Wing, but I feel like the romance is not particularly compelling in the book. Like, I feel like the fantasy elements are like what's focused on more. But again, also, to be fair, it's the start of a series. I think it's like a 5-book series. So I will read Iron Flame and probably one more book at least, because I do think it's a little bit unfair to judge the first book of a series too harshly, because sometimes series take a while to get into the swing of things. So usually my rule with series is that I'll read the first 2 books, sometimes 3 if it's a long series. And then I'll kind of figure out how I feel about it after that. Wait, are you? No. How could you decorate almost entire valley and not get over the 4K item limit? Listen, I'm getting good at restraint. I'm getting so good at showing restraint. Who would have thought that I would be decorating in a simplistic manner? Simplistic is maybe a little bit dramatic. But that was actually one of my goals for this redecorating journey. I wanted to have a bit less of a cluttered and a bit more of a simple valley layout. And I mean, don't get it twisted, I still have a lot going on in my valley. That's just the way that I am. I don't think that'll ever change, but it's definitely better. The Spell Shop. I think I may have heard of that book, but I've never read it. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've heard of that one as well. I have not read it.
I just know we're going to be good friends.
What are my recommendations for a good fantasy? Legendborn. Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I also quite like... Wait, I'm trying to turn around and look at my fantasy shelf. Hear me out. I really liked Throne of Glass. That series is very long though, so it's a big commitment. Also like there's another one, but I think I read it only digitally, so I'm having a hard time thinking of it. Your TBR growing. Yes, I have such a long TBR. I just love books so much. Oh, fantasy. I'm thinking. There's like a political high fantasy series. I think I've talked about this on my channel before. I've only read the first book so far, and it's a very long series, but I really enjoyed the first book. I will say, if you read things that are more like young adult or new adult fantasy or like fantasy romance, you might not like this because it's more of a political fantasy, although it does have a strong romance plot. It's called Blood Mercy. The first book is called Blood Mercy, I believe. I think the series is called Blood Grace. Or is the series called Blood Mercy too? Oh, yeah. The first book is called Blood Mercy. The series is called Blood Grace. It's kind of like vampire-y. And it was really good. I think I'm actually going to start reading the second book soon, because I should be finishing Wicked today. You wish there was an option in cooking to press the dishes that people want in the restaurant? Yes! Like we have the quest things. If in a quest tab, I wish there was also just like a restaurant person tab. Not restaurant person tab. You need tips for decorating with fewer items. Oh, my biggest tip would be to make use of paths. I don't know. I can also do like a quick run through my valley so you can kind of see what it looks like. I feel like it still looks pretty cluttered, to be honest. But one thing I have been doing is using a lot more pathing to kind of take up space.
Use a few more sleds around.
And then kind of just building out around the path. I think also if you have kind of squishier areas with a lot of buildings, that helps. Like my plaza and meadow especially. I have so many buildings that are taking up so much space, so then I don't have as much like extra trees and bushes and stuff, which I think is nice. But yeah. Usually having big open areas of path is not my favorite, so I've had to get pretty creative with how I do it, but that's been a big help to me. You love the cover of Blood Mercy? Yeah, the artwork is really cool. But yeah, I feel like my valley has still been feeling full and nicely decorated, even though it's different. Although to be fair, my last valley build, oh, I didn't realize I picked those flowers up. Oopsies. My last valley build was really cluttered to me, and I think that one I also was only around 4,500 items. The Good and the Green. Oh, I haven't heard of that one before. But yeah, this is my valley for now. She's cute. An order list for the restaurant would be nice, like a ticket system in a real restaurant. Yeah, I agree. That'd be really nice. I need to just start a booktube channel, honestly. Sometimes I think about doing like a little book club on Discord or something, but the only thing about a booktube channel is I don't really have a camera that's good for filming like that. Like I have a webcam I can use for streaming if I need to, but I don't really have a video making quality camera, so gotta start our podcast. We could do a podcast. Tinker Lily's book haul. Honestly, I think I actually have 2 channels created, but not with any content that I had saved for like other stuff. But I was like, maybe one day I'll actually upload something on this. I just want the channel name or something. I don't know. And I just never use them. Eventually I might get to it. Tinker Talks. That's kind of cute. That reminds me though. Oh, I like this pathway. Do we like this pathway? Do we think it's too cluttered? Or not cluttered enough? What's kind of the vibe? I think it's good. Tinker Talks though reminds me of the one time I read somewhere that you could have stream elements have a custom name. So I'm following these steps in a video that I found on the YouTubes. And I'm like, oh, it's so exciting. I'm going to have a cute little custom profile picture and a custom name for our stream elements bot. It was lying to me, or it was out of date. I don't know. Either way, I was not able to do that. So I made an entire like YouTube account for a little bot for stream elements. And I was so distraught when I couldn't get it to actually work. The path looks magical. Well, thank you. I think it looks pretty nice. Not exactly what I was anticipating, but it works. It works. The hard part will be making the well area flow nicely between the two, I think, and making all of our random extra areas work. Here's the thing, I can talk. So I think I could podcast. However, I feel like it would just be me literally saying nothing. I also feel like my streams are mostly podcasty because I just get distracted and talk about whatever. Okay, let's see. Frosted Heights. Grab this Frosted Heights bush. Baby bush. Wish you could turn off resources popping up. It ruins your valley and adds to the item limit. Oh, for sure. That would be a really nice feature. Especially if you have a nice hoard of things already and you don't need more resources at the moment. It would be so nice. I think it's possible they could add something like that at some point, but I don't know. Or if what people are hoping or thinking is true about the features to give us more space and freedom to decorate and stuff, if that is some kind of alternate valley or valley presets, if maybe on your non-main valley you could toggle to not have resources spawn, that would be nice. Hi Prib, how are you? Did you hear the threats of a Tink and Kitty podcast and decide to come and tell us that it's a horrible idea? There we go.
I wonder if the shop here stocks my favorite odorant.
I don't know what he said, but I heard something very interesting from Sully.
All the sun and I'm not even breaking a sweat.
Okay, that's good. Oh my goodness. Wait, what was happening the other day that was so funny? So, okay. So, you know how Sully does his little scare routine, like practice, right? Where he'll be doing the little like up, little fast legs kind of thing that he does in the movie. You all know what I'm talking about. I don't need to explain it. He was doing that, but it was back before we decorated Moana's area on the beach. So I had a Maui statue sitting on the beach, and Sully was literally standing right in front of it like this, facing the Maui statue, doing his little scare routine. And it looked like he was like fake boxing with Maui or something. It was so funny. I wished that it was recording, but I think it was right before I started
This valley is so
I started the OBS recording for stream. So missed opportunities there. It was so funny. Does anyone else have moments where they're like, I wish I got that on camera or something? Even if you don't stream, if you just see something funny in the valley and you're like, I wish I had proof of this so I could show it to somebody because it was just hilarious. Absolutely. You feel like you've been very clear about your thoughts on being a recurring guest on the podcast. Waiting for the first episode. Oh, goodness.
Just doing my job.
What do we do with this area? Open to suggestions about how to just decorate around here. I am not sure. Tell him to do that with the real Maui next time. Oh my goodness. Imagine that.
All this sun and I'm not even breaking a sweat.
You're just saying the same thing over and over, Sully. You good? Okay. Yeah, so we are making progress, honestly. Well, imagine that. Honestly, I thought we weren't going to get anything done today. Wow, I've been here for 3.5 hours. Listen. You all are allowed to tell me to wrap it up if I'm taking too long. I didn't think we were going to get anything done because we had an hour and a half spent talking about the roadmap and stuff. Oh, I don't think I'm going to put the pine trees over here. Or am I? I don't know. Decisions. Specifically the song by the multi-talented Mary-Kate and Ashley. In Mary-Kate and Ashley's trip to the Mall of America. Just epic lyricism in that little ditty. What was I saying? I don't know. I got distracted with trees. And now I just have the song in my head. I love it. Gotta have it. Do you need it? How much? 4 weeks allowance. Do you still love it? I don't know. Decisions. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I'm like, I need to find those and relive them. That's pretty much my childhood right there. The longer I stream, the happy you are. That's nice. No, it's better when I talk it. It's for dramatic effect. It's like when you go to a poetry reading. You get to really take in the words and connect with them on a deeper level. Why would you tell me to wrap up my stream? I don't know. I know you're here of your own free will. But sometimes I'm like, listen, you can just tell me when I've overstayed my welcome. That's definitely allowed. You haven't done the Monsters Inc. realm because you don't want them in your valley. Listen, that's fair. Sometimes it's just not the vibe. And you got to do what brings you peace until you need them for a quest or something. But maybe by then we'll have the ability to hide villager houses. We can already hide villagers, and it'll be like they don't even exist. Oh, I think actually Mike is still hidden in my valley. Oops. Oops. I didn't mean to banish him forever. I just, sometimes when I'm streaming, he's talking too much. And I just need him to not, you know?
Wow. This valley has a surprising number of interdimensional doors.
A lot. I don't know what he said. I do not know what he said. He's just, I think he might be stuck, honestly. So it's probably my fault that he won't go away. I think I've trapped him with various decor. Hiding the villagers only works half the time for you. I really don't hide them very much, so I wouldn't know. I just haven't seen or mostly heard Mike around in ages, so I assume he must still be hidden. Is there something we're missing? Does the YouTube police show up and shut us down if we go too long? Well, no. But you know, I don't know. It's just me being me, Prib, okay? Just accept it. He's, well, no, he probably is stuck. Okay, we're doing pretty well. That's what I was saying. We are making a lot of progress here. We should be able to finish up the Frosted Heights next stream. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because all of this area is done. We have this stuff done. We just need to kind of fill out this spot, finish this spot, and then do this spot, which shouldn't be too bad. So we might be able to do this on Sunday, and then, oops, I'm stuck. And then we can move into our our Forgotten Lands. Oh, let me get rid of all of this. I'm still open to suggestions about what to do with this monstrosity. So put your thinking caps on and get brainstorming. Let me know what to do with this pillar. And what else? I know, the pillar. The Forgotten Lands is its last place of refuge. Or, well, technically my place of refuge for it. From it. You know what I mean. Until I have to decorate with it. So that should be interesting. I should probably put some actual fireworks behind this since this castle is still broken. I wonder if they're ever going to fix this. I feel like, unfortunately, the answer is no. Because it should put off fireworks by itself. Does it? No, not anymore. But anyway, we are going to wrap up stream. Thank you for hanging out with me for so long if you've been here since the early times of us chatting about the blog post and the Polygon interview, going through all of that. I'm going to see if anybody is streaming right now. And maybe we can go and hang out with them. Here's the thing. I really kind of want to play more Fields of Mystria. Or another game that I'm not going to mention just in case anybody holds me to it. So I might be back tomorrow. Or maybe Saturday. We'll see. Let's go see... Let's go see Opal, who's doing some valley decorating. If you have time, please stop over, drop Opal a like. If not, no worries. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night and take care of yourselves. And I will see you really soon. Goodbye, everybody.